Oh, and I just realized my mic was on mute.
Okay, thank God. I was like, I can't hear you.
Yeah. So this is how it's going to go today.
It's been one of those days. Happy Saturday, everybody.
Oh, man. It feels like a Monday.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Kevin. Who else do we have here? Say hi if you're watching. I just now realized that this kind of sucks that Marvin's mama cannot see the comments. We didn't set it up
I
that way.
know.
Bummer.
Let me actually see if I can get
You can pull it up on the
that.
computer and then you can see.
Yeah, I'll just have
So we spent the last
20
week
tabs open.
trying to figure out how to do this. So there's going to be some issues. It's bound to happen. Yeah. Oh, we got
Thanks for
Beats.
being with us, everybody.
Beats is here. Awesome.
Hey, Beats. What's up, Kevin?
All right. So this is our Ladies of the Hunt live stream. We
How's it
hope
going,
to
everybody?
stream every Saturday night, right?
Mm-hmm. We're going to
We
bank
got
on it.
Coin Hunt World Highlights is here.
Hey, that's W.R. Willem, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And we've got Kevo too. Hey, Kevo.
Thank you for our amazing, amazing logo. Thank you so much. I can't even believe the turnaround time for this was literally less than 24 hours. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry for our procrastination,
awesome.
But yeah,
It looks
so thankful.
so awesome. I mean, yes, it just looks awesome. Okay, so this is Ladies of the Hunt. I'm Korkio.
I'm MarvinsMama. Thanks everybody for joining.
Kevo, we might need you to switch the side our QBs are on. Because mirror. Okay. So this is Marvin's mama's QB. And wait, that one is mine.
This is a really fun practice episode. I love this.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, we figured we'd start off kind of introducing ourselves. And we actually didn't take too much time to get to know each other already. So this will be good. We'll actually get to know some stuff. So Mama, how long have you been playing Coin Hunt World? And
go ahead.
What's your favorite thing about it and all the stuff?
Well, so May 5th was my Coin Hunt World anniversary. I went back into the email archives and figured that out.
Holy crap.
Yeah, Hawaii. I think it was the day after the Hawaii event started was the CHW anniversary. So that was really exciting.
Happy anniversary.
And thanks. We celebrated. We hunted.
Awesome.
What about you though? You're over a year.
No, I'm a little bit later.
No?
I was July 31st actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why did I think you were earlier?
I literally just hit the ground running when I started. I mentioned
because it's the same
podcast.
day you joined the wiki team, right?
Yeah, a week later I joined the wiki team.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Crazy. The addiction set in right away.
Yeah. I mean, I probably hunted for 6 hours the first day. But my boyfriend did too. We both were hunting. We were both really into it, probably for 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. And then after that, it was kind of just me. So.
But I bet it was that fun, clunky, 2 weeks of navigating and oh, there's a vault over there. Oh, there's a vault over there. Where are we going to, and we got to go get the keys that are around it. Just making circle walk.
Yeah.
Trying to just figure out your routes.
Well, it was interesting because we had downloaded the game before we went to visit his parents who live kind of out in the country. They're an hour and a half away. And we decided to try playing it on our way home. So instead of taking the highway home like we normally we like kind of went through the tiny podunk towns on our way home, and like all the Sonics and the Subways had like keys and vaults. But
Yep.
that was about it. And we kind of just like, went back and forth like, oh, there's a key there, there's a vault there, just like hitting things like that.
But why else would you be in that town, right?
Right. And we've never gone back to those because they're not, it's not a town that we go through. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Not unless it's like a bunch of keys in there, then no. Yeah. Not making that trip.
and not now. So since there's not.
No. I'm still bitter about it.
Really?
How? I mean, I'm really liking the walking quest though. And honestly, we're spending like a little less time being so addicted to the game, so it's probably best.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm spending a lot less time just like hunting. And like now my hunting just involves a lot more things at once. Like,
yeah, so what does your typical hunt look like?
So when the key booths went away, I told myself I was not allowed to hunt unless I was walking. So I'm only walking.
Even for events? Even for Hawaii?
No, events will be different. I'm not.
Okay.
Not gonna kill myself.
Yeah, nothing's off the table when it comes to events.
Yeah, but
yeah,
the problem is like I've got like 75 vaults like within a 5-mile radius of my house that like take me about an hour to hit. So like, and it's just all along one road. And if I do that twice a day and I'm not walking, then I run out of keys. Like there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. So instead, so that I don't completely deplete my keys, I decided I'm going to only do that when I walk. So I will be earning keys and hunting at the same time.
Yep. And those mystery boxes have been nice too.
Yeah.
Honestly, like it did turn fair. I'll give it up. Like it did turn our game around a little bit, and like we're actually stacking a decent amount of keys, even like changing our strategies. It's not as terrible as I thought it was going to be honest.
Yeah. I've gotten only one 50 key mystery box. So.
Yeah, same. Yeah. What about the 10,000 resin?
No, I haven't gotten that yet either.
No. I've gotten that one once also.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't care if I got it.
I
got plenty of resin. So
I'm just catching up in the chat a little bit. It looks like Fire's in the house.
Awesome.
Marvin's house is in the house. Hi, B.
Anakura. I see Anakura and
Anakura. Hi.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Hey John. Thanks everybody for joining. Yeah, we were super nervous that everybody was going to be very busy on Saturday night. So
yeah,
thanks for joining us, everybody.
So far, 11? Like that's crazy. I was just imagining us sitting here chatting and like, okay, now we've got 9.
Like but we really do.
I just chatting to each other and like the viewer count says 0 and then we're just but I'm glad that's not the case. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
So, okay, so I have to know, if you've been playing this a year, do you have a sense of how much money you've actually made from this game?
Well, I have not unlocked Uphold yet.
At all?
So, I know, no. At all. I know. Everybody has very different reactions about that, but I think just like the iOS users, there's a select 10,000 of us. I think there's a small group of us that also haven't unlocked Uphold. So as of right now, I took a quick screenshot this morning. Bitcoin, I'm at 0.0346 and a couple of other digits after that. And then ETH, I'm at 0.5233 with a couple of digits after that. So I mean, right now it's not. Yeah, the value right now, I'd rather not convert, but maybe in like a month once we're out of the doldrums, a pretty penny though. that's like, we're keeping it aside for, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have never played a game that pays me this much money. I don't know what to do with it.
Right? Well, and the only reason why I unlocked it is I have to give my boyfriend a lot of reasons for why I'm playing. Like, he thinks I'm crazy. So
I'm glad I don't have
so
that problem.
I'm glad you don't too. I'm jealous.
What the heck, babe? Go hunt with me.
Yeah. So I at least can say, hey, I'm making this amount of money, and I can show him my deposits and be like, see, I was actually like doing something productive and making money. Like, it wasn't just a waste of time. So before,
or like exercise or anything.
well, and now I've got like, that's definitely the thing. And that's
World's helping
a
with
good
that.
thing. But so as soon as they allowed you to unlink upholds, I did it like right away.
Yeah.
Before that, when I was hunting my usual loop twice a day, every day, I would get about like $80 a week, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I actually
just for your normal loop, like not even during like
nothing special.
hunting hard during events or anything like that. Yeah.
Normal loop. It would take me 45
That's
minutes
awesome.
in the morning. That would be my coffee and cigarette time in the morning. I'd go to my car, half asleep with, and I say coffee, I don't drink coffee. I drink chai teas, so chai lattes. So I make my chai latte in my knockoff Keurig machine, and then I grab my cup and my cigarettes. I get in the car, and I mean, everything is along the same road, and it's like a 10-mile-an-hour road. So, and it goes along a golf course and a lake and a bunch of parks.
Oh,
and it's beautiful.
sounds gorgeous.
And there's like there's no one really ever out there in a car. There's tons of people walking and biking and everything. So when I was doing it in a car, I just, do my questions. I didn't have to, like, I heard IT Guy last week talk about, like, how distracted drivers, like, how dangerous it is and everything. And I'm like, well,
sure.
My road is literally 10 miles an hour. I'm not going to hit anything.
Not flying down. Yeah.
I'm not going to get pulled over hunting because I'm going the speed limit exactly.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. But so I'm not doing that anymore. But
yeah, now you get to walk it and get keys.
And so now instead of
enjoy the walk.
45 minutes in the morning, it's taking me 2 hours in the morning. It's 2 hours and 10 minutes pretty much every morning
to complete the whole quest.
Yeah, and it's amazing. I did not have any way to plan this. It just worked out perfectly. My loop it's actually a straight shot. I call it a loop because I used to drive it as a loop, but it's just a straight road. Well, it's a curvy road, but it's just a one way, right?
Okay.
If I get dropped off at the end and walk home, it's exactly goal 8. And it's exactly 6.5 miles, 15,000 steps.
Wow.
I mean, I just got lucky.
You couldn't have planned that better.
No.
That is so awesome.
Oh my gosh. I didn't realize something. This is why we should have picked Zoom. I just got a notification that our meeting's going to end in 10 minutes.
No! Well, it's great chatting with everybody. We'll see you next Saturday.
Okay. So we're going
does that mean we just start a new one?
Yeah, we'll just start a new one. I promise, guys, by next week, we will have this figured out so much better. I literally was rushing like last minute just to finish whatever I possibly could. And we haven't even gotten through the first segment of our show. So it's going to be 40-minute chunks, and then maybe,
shall we upgrade?
Yeah, or maybe we can do Google Meet or something, which I use for work all the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, yeah, fire.
Okay, it'll give you time to
6-mile
catch up
walk
on
is
the chat.
awesome. Anyway.
It is awesome. We need pics, actually.
Oh, picture of the loop? Yeah, I
Yeah.
should do Twitter pictures. I got out of the habit because I have the big phone, and the big phone, like the fold one, when it's in big mode, you can't actually take a picture. because the button for
Kevin
taking
was
the picture.
telling me about your phone. Yeah.
So,
But it's
now
a
that
really
I'm walking,
good camera, right?
it's okay. It's not about the camera, it's about the giant screen. But when I walk, it's not in big mode, it's in small mode. So then I can actually take photos. So I'll be doing that again. Okay. I'm going to figure out how to end this and restart it, and we'll be back in a minute, guys.
Right back.
Yeah. Okay, we're back.
Thanks, everybody. Hey, that was pretty fast. We bounced back fast.
Yeah, and the YouTube stream never ended. So that kept going. We just ended our Zoom call and restarted our Zoom call, and y'all get to keep chatting, and yeah, it's all good. Okay.
We're all in this together, guys.
All right. So
where were we?
So we were interviewing each other. So here's one thing that I know there's how do I put this? So in the video game world, like, we all try to be like super anonymous, and that's totally understandable. But there's always something missing with all these podcasts and stuff, and I kind of want to get a sense of who you are when you're not playing Coin Hunt World. Like, are you like a super professional? Are you like a hippie? Like, who are you?
I'm definitely a California girl. Not super professional at all. I mean, don't get me wrong. I work in the service industry. I'm in management. So I can be very professional. So, I can put the smile on. But I don't know, just growing up on the West Coast and like in Los Angeles, I think everybody's kind of like got to be a little silly, got to be a little, either you love the beach or you love the mountains or you love snowboarding or whatever it might be. So we just do a little bit of everything, love being outside. So honestly, it was funny that we were driving so much for this game when like we live in such a beautiful place and could go walk. But if you actually walk the beach, there are no vaults over there. So we have to, they're all in the city because that's where everybody started setting up at least when we joined. Everybody was in like the major metropolises and like, the promenades and the pier, which is, yes, close to the beach, but we're like separated by a highway in Santa Monica. So it's a little interesting setup, but
separated
by
a highway from the beach.
It's hard to explain. Like, we have big bridges that cross over from like where Santa Monica is, and then there's cliffs that go straight down, and then highway, which is PCH, Pacific Coast Highway. Which like leads up all the way. You can drive that all the way to Oregon, which is super cool. It's all along the beach, but that's what separates us. So it's a little bit strange to walk from our house like out to the beach. Not strange, just it's a long walk. I'm sure we'd be able to complete our walking goals tenfold.
Okay. Interesting.
But and then other than that, obviously everybody knows Marvin and Pearl are pretty much our personalities. They are our lives. So,
I mean, they definitely
Marvin.
caught my eye initially. Like, you guys were the first people that stood out because I have a pit bull that doesn't look like your typical pit bull. He's just kind of a chunk. He's not like a meaty boy, But I'm
my
such
favorite
lover.
They're the best. They are seriously the best dogs in the whole world. I've had nothing but pit bulls my whole life, and we got Marvin. We adopted together, myself and Marvin's house, and so he's been like just the best dog ever, and our whole life. And he also works in the restaurant industry.
Really?
He used to maitre d' at one of our restaurants. And would greet all of the people in and like sit with people at their tables.
Oh my gosh.
He's such a good boy. So I'm so excited like for when this convention happens. I'm ready. Marvin is so ready. He will just be loving it. The attention. He's gonna walk in like he owns the place. So it's gonna be hilarious.
You gotta get him like a little like Coin Hunt World bow tie or something.
Yes, he has a bow tie actually, and we have a pin that Kevo made us and sent to
Oh
us
yeah.
that we have on his bow tie. So he's decked with I
Nice.
think it's actually Marlov's pin that we have
Aw.
on his on
Cute.
his collar.
Cute.
Yeah, Marlov, so you're always with him.
Aw.
But
Yeah,
what about you, Korkio? You're all I know is you're involved with like a ton of incredible nonprofits,
oh, I
and
don't
that
know.
you do
I don't know
like
about that.
crazy selfless work, like rescue dogs behind dumpsters while you're playing Coin Hunt Worlds. Like literally the kindest person I know on this community.
Oh no. I mean, like, yeah, I'm on the. I don't know that I'd say a ton. I mean, there's like three, and one of
Three,
them's my
three is a lot.
HOA. I
One is
mean,
a lot.
an HOA is like non-profit, but it's not really like a non-profit. I'm on the board for animal rescue. It's like a vegan animal rescue. It's called Oliver and Friends. If you guys ever want to check it out or donate, it's a great organization. They have like 200 animals that they take care of on like 20 something acres. And it's
Wow.
actually the founder's home, and she takes care of the animals like herself with help with volunteers, but no one gets paid or anything. And she mostly takes like handicapped animals. So there's always stuff like trying to find someone to make a prosthetic leg for a cow, or like, and they're like farm animals for the most
That
part.
is so
Yeah.
cool. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And so like I'm part of this vegan animal rescue. I'm not a vegan yet. I feel like I should be, but and it's not even like that I love bacon or anything
Support.
like that, because honestly I could give a crap about bacon. It's
No offense,
cheese.
Richard.
Right?
Yeah.
Cheese and fish and seafood. So like
It's hard.
I could totally be a pescatarian.
Pescatarian.
Well, yeah, but
That's
put the
what that's
queso
what
in
we
there.
are.
Yeah.
You can still have cheese. It's not vegan. Pescatarian is literally just like not meat.
Yeah, it's just fish only. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
That's so awesome.
really mostly what I do for them is like their accounting. Also like the founder is one of my favorite people in the whole world. She's a good friend of mine, and so I go and try to help out as much as I can, but like it's like 45 minutes away from me. I'm so busy that I can never really get up there much. But so I do as much of the accounting as I can for free, and just like help manage the legal stuff on the back end, because the founder, she knows animals really well. She is not techie or good at all the other stuff, so I try to help out with that as I can. And then the other thing is
Awesome.
it's just like a business networking group. It's called the Diverse Business Association of Oklahoma City. So it was basically started when George Bush was elected president, because people were afraid. And
Yeah.
it's a bunch. It's like it's an LGBT plus other minorities like business networking group, so we can all support each other's businesses. So
That is so
that kind of
awesome.
thing. And then I'm also I forgot, I'm also on the board of
You're like so
another
casual
one.
about this. Like, oh yeah, there's just one more.
The other one is the Oklahoma Atheist group, which is
Yeah.
it's like a community group for people without religion. So we're like the church for people who don't have church. It's been around for
Yeah.
like 20 years, so it's not like it's my doing. Like I just help out. Um,
Awesome.
but then I like own an accounting business, which I'm trying to not do. Like I mean,
Trying to not do that anymore.
yeah, I mean, I love doing people's taxes. Like I'm decent at it, but I hate sitting behind a desk. So like I also have a part-time job cutting down trees with a tree company. And then I started renovating a house. I love doing electrical work.
Dude, what?
Like,
Oh, two houses. Two
oh,
houses.
well, yeah, I
Two.
did
I know
my
that there's two.
kitchen. I did my own kitchen, but then like my boyfriend bought a house for his parents, so that instead of living way out in the country, he's gonna live like near us. Like I think it's probably like a mile and a half. It's actually along my hunt route, so I actually walk right by their house when I'm hunting.
Oh, so you can like check in and just make sure like deliveries have been made, or
Yeah.
you
Well,
know,
and what I've
things
actually
are
been doing.
things are working properly.
Yeah. What I've been doing though is like I'll have my boyfriend drop me off at the end of the route and I'll walk back, but I will stop at that house on the way and I'll do some work on the house and then I'll continue my walk after and come home. So it works out pretty well.
Perfect. Yeah, if you need to break it up,
Yeah.
you got your options.
Yeah. So
I'm just popping into the chat really quick. I Speak Nerd says hello. He popped in.
Hey, nerd.
Fire says HOA board is like modding Discord. Thankless and a time sink.
Yeah.
He said rewarding though because you will hopefully help the community.
Hopefully. How do I find time to hunt? Okay, so I had like a medical scare a few years, like maybe 5 years ago. I had Cushing's, which is it's basically an overproduction of cortisol in your body. Usually it's caused by a brain tumor. I was one of the lucky 10%. It was caused by a adrenal gland tumor. And it basically, cortisol like is the thing that regulates how your body handles stress. So when if you have Cushing's, you get stressed, it becomes like this crazy spiral and you physically break down from stress. Like your body just like won't work. Like you lose your vision, not completely, but like you get tunnel vision. You get like lightheaded when you stand up. You lose all kind of motivation to do life at all. Anyway, long story short, it was kind of like this wake up for me to realize like I needed to not let myself get stressed out. So it's, and I got
which is hard.
Yeah, I know. It really is.
Like, whoa, no easy feat.
Yeah. But so the tumor being removed, super simple operation, no biggie. So I don't have Cushing's anymore, but I make a big point to not overwork myself mentally. Physically, I love overworking myself because that feels good. Like it's called exercise. You know, I got to do that every once in a while. But like, so I make sure I schedule in Zen time. Like, so my mornings always start with me time that involves a chai latte and multiple cigarettes. And then I also fit that in the middle of the day, minus the chai latte, because if I have caffeine afternoon, I will not sleep. And then I fit that in at the end of the day. So I have my Zen times where like either I'm just playing a game on my phone or like I'm watching TikTok, or once I found Coin Hunt World, it became, okay, my Zen time is either zombie key driving or it's doing my morning hunt or something like that. So that's already built into my day. And then because I work for myself, I can kind of schedule my work time whenever. And I don't have kids and am not interested in them. So I don't have that taking up any time. And yeah, so it's tough to fit stuff in, but yeah, anyway.
But you do so much. It's impressive.
Well, really, but I don't think I do. I'm such a lazy fuck. I really am.
Listen, monthly commitments when you are an adult is impressive.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the nonprofits don't take really any of my time. Like, I mean, maybe a couple
except for like, you know, doing their accounting.
Yeah, it's like a couple hours a month. It's not a big deal. It's not like it's a daily or weekly thing. It's just here and there.
Yeah.
The business association thing, actually, we haven't really done much since COVID. So, yeah. And the HOA, I mean, it's an HOA. It's not like... But that was one of those things I was like, I've always heard these horror stories about HOAs, and I was like, okay, so the only way to not become a victim of the HOA is to become the HOA. So if you
gotta think smarter, not harder.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
That's that.
Wait, so you also have, since you started this, like, I know you said you like the exercising and stuff from the walking goals has been incredible, but you had like a pretty crazy like fitness journey too since you started playing this game, right?
Oh, no. I mean, since Keys started, yeah. But
Yeah.
since Keys like went away, I mean, like walking for Keys started.
Oh,
Actually,
sure, sure. Yeah.
yeah, Coin Hunt actually helped me gain some weight this winter, just driving around a lot. I mean,
Oh, that's probably true actually for me too.
I didn't actually buy any of the fast food or anything when I was like picking up Keys, but I
Could
did
not do
spend a
the same.
lot of hours in the car. Um, yeah. I
We've
mean,
definitely brought snacks, definitely hit McDonald's breakfast a couple times.
but McGriddles, right?
Um, well, we get the egg McMuffins because we don't do any meat, so we get
Oh, okay.
their egg McMuffins, which are delicious. Their iced coffee, which is mostly just milk with a splash of coffee, and yeah, just called it a day.
Yeah, the only thing I can eat at McDonald's is the McGriddle. Everything else, like, I don't know, I can't do it. I'm a Burger
That's the one
King
that has
person.
the maple syrup in it, right?
Yeah.
McGriddles.
It's like the
Yeah,
pancake
those are
sandwich.
delicious. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I could get down
I
with
I
those.
am a fat kid. I really am. I love food. I'm half Italian, so like that's one of my languages is food. It really
Oh,
is.
girl, you have to come out and visit us over here. We got some Italian cooking in this house that will
Oh yeah?
definitely make you very happy, just fat and happy.
Awesome. Awesome.
Marvin's house throws down some really good pasta.
Really? Okay. Does he like
Yeah,
do the
he's
noodles
the cook in the
himself?
family.
Does he
Oh
like
yeah.
make his own
Oh
pasta?
no, like you mean the handmade pasta? No,
No.
that
Okay.
stuff takes forever. Don't let the media fool you. You have to get the stuff like from Italy. You need the like they have different water over there.
Oh
Just
yeah.
go with imported stuff. I promise you, it's
Oh
okay.
yeah.
There was like a rage over here where people were obsessed with handmade pasta, and
Yeah.
I could get behind it, but at the same time, I tried it a couple of times. I'm like, this is a little gummy. I don't know. I'm okay with my stuff in a box. At least that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I whatever shortcuts you can take that don't really sacrifice much quality. Honestly, handmade
All
noodles
about the
or
sauce.
handmade pasta is like too thick for me anyway. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But we do have
Anyway,
some at work. Oh yeah. Okay, let's get back on topic here.
yeah.
Sorry. Sorry, everybody.
So I have on here on our list of things to talk about. So your favorite and most hated trivia categories and questions. So like when I first thought that I wanted to do a show like this, I listened to everyone's like special segments that they do when they interview people, and no one seemed to ask like what someone's favorite trivia question is. And like I have a favorite. I feel like everyone's
You
got
do?
at least
What is it?
a favorite that like sticks out at them every time they see it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay, so what's yours?
I have a couple, I guess. Wait. Okay, well, I was talking to Nop was doing a live stream. If everybody's on Twitch, definitely go subscribe to Nop. He's in the Seattle area, but he said that he picked a fashion question and thought of me, which made me feel good. But one of the fashion questions is which one of these is not a brand, and it's a terrible, terrible spelling of Yves Saint Laurent, and it cracks me up every time because it's like
Oh.
EVES and then Saint, and then it spells like low rent, LOWE or LOWRENT. And I just died when I saw it because I was like, wait, what actually, what are they even trying to spell?
I've
I had to
probably
say it out loud.
done that. I've probably answered that one incorrectly. So like,
Oh yeah,
I thought I was
that's
gonna
the
love the
answer.
fashion
It's
category.
awful.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna love that category because especially the preview. I don't remember. Was it Zach and Beats that got preview questions?
Yeah, I think so.
From Renee.
Was it?
So it was like, what is an ascot? I think it was, or it was something like that. It was like a type of clothing, and I'm like, oh, I got this. This is no problem. And then when it turned out to be like, which of these is not a fashion brand? I'm like, oh my god, I do not know fashion at all.
Well,
and who
I
or
also-
what? Like, The only one I remember is when Bjork wore the swan dress to whatever. Like, that's literally the only thing I know. And then Lady Gaga wore the meat dress. Those are the only two fashion situations I am aware of.
I kept getting the Zendaya while I finally realized, like, it clicked in my head. I was like, oh yeah, that was once you see the outfit, it makes perfect sense. But with the trivia timers too, like the countdown, I almost don't want to click on the category because I know I'm going to have to read through the answers to see what's like poorly spelled, like not learning anything. If anything, I'm like going to lose how to spell Yves Saint Laurent now and want to spell it like that.
Yeah. I honestly, like, I'm the type of person, I don't even know, like, when it comes to Grammys and Oscars, I can't remember which one is music and which one is movies. So, like, the question, like, who wore what to what thing, I'm like, I have no freaking clue.
Who knows? Yeah. In 2007, and you're like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. But, okay, so I've been wanting to say this trivia question for a long time. So my favorite trivia question of all time, and it's stupid. It's freaking stupid. It's, what is the solid state of water?
Because all of the answers are amazing, too. Ice, nice, lice.
Mice. Yeah. I love the questions where they made the wrong answers hilarious. Like Hogwarts is in Texas.
You know. Yes. Oh my gosh. There are a couple. Okay, now I have to like take some screenshots so I'll have some references for next time.
Yeah.
There are some really good ones. Do you have any other favorites that you can think of off the top of your head?
So there's one that's like simultaneously one I love and hate. I love it because I always remember the answer, and I hate it because I feel so bad for Richard Burton.
Oh my god. Wait, which question is that?
How many Oscars did he win? And the answer is 0.
Yeah.
It's like, why?
Dude.
Why do we need to be reminded that he has failed?
Is that in like films or cinema? Because I don't think I click on that very often.
Yeah. So
I'm not very good at those categories, to be honest.
Those are like my middle lane categories. Like, like I will not click books. I will not click fashion if I have an option. I won't click music if I have an option. I freaking love music and all kinds of music. I do not know the names of bands or songs to save my life.
Okay.
So, like, that's my issue.
Those ones for me are the, like, who composed this? And they have the same, like, 4 or 5 composers that they rotate with every single one, and it's a different song that's composed every single time, and I can't keep track of these guys. Yeah. Like, because it's multiple choice, but, like, I have no idea, man. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm okay with the art one, surprisingly. Like, that rare chance you get,
really?
The like art supplies photos still, obviously.
Got
that, right? But like the actual pictures of paintings, if you just read the names of them, like usually the right name like kind of makes sense. Like there's like a painting of hands or something was one, and it's a picture of like a bunch of hands everywhere. And then there's a picture of 2 Frida Kahlos, and it's like the name of the painting is the 2 Fridas, and it's like, okay, that makes sense, you know.
Fair enough. Yeah. And I like those questions too, where you can kind of guess the answer even if you don't know it.
Yeah.
I call them a perfect guess.
Yeah.
Like,
and then you've got ones that, like, when it comes to the art stuff, you can sometimes tell by the sound of an artist's name, like what country they might be from or what the title of their painting might be. Like, if they are very obviously French and one of the answers is very obviously French, you just try that and usually it works. Like,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
I like that they did some questions like that.
Yeah. But
some of them, though, I swear. Go ahead.
I was going to say my easiest ones are like science and technology and lifestyle and general knowledge. I mean, those are my go-tos.
Yeah. Honestly, when they came out with I think it was maybe the 2021 recap or whatever, was it the most answered question was the operating system one in technology or something like that, or the easiest? What was
I think
what
so.
exactly was that claim?
I remember
I,
the one
I
that
remember being embarrassed because I got it wrong the first time I got it because I was like, oh, syntax. Wait, what? No.
well,
Because it wasn't as obvious as like some of their other ones, like I
yeah,
slice nice.
right. Well, so I remember the one that everyone got wrong the most was what year was it Apple founded or whatever, 1976. I don't even remember the questions. Usually I just remember the answers.
Yeah.
um
That's
but
the most important part.
yeah, but honestly, like I remember there was this discussion in the Discord once in like the trivia section, where people were really confused because the question that what is HP short for, and they thought the correct answer was highly portable, and they were convinced that was the correct answer, and I was like, that's really cute. I mean, it could be. It really could be.
It really could be. It really could be.
Yeah.
Better luck next time, but yes.
Yeah.
Oof.
So, anyway. So,
Oh yeah, we're
so I have to know, because I don't really look at leaderboards much, what QB do you wear?
ooh, what am I wearing right now? I think I'm wearing my sea turtle right now, but normally I'm in the black hat or the OG. Because
Yeah.
like once you print it at that point, you're like, I have to wear this thing now. Like,
Yeah.
let's not print this for nothing.
Yeah. So I did the same thing. I tend to keep it with like whichever one I'm most proud of at the time. So like as soon as I got the yellow dragon, like I kept that on forever. And actually I just recently went back to it. But
It
like,
is very fitting for you too because of does he have like red hair?
oh yeah,
Doesn't
like
it have
kind of
red
like a
hair or something
mane.
like that?
Yeah.
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 It's got like the red, you know?
But I
All
was
your
super
color
proud of
accents.
that one because like the number of people that like completed that event was like really low, and I was like, oh man, like I was down to the last like 5 minutes. I just barely
Yeah?
made it. Yeah,
Are you serious?
yeah.
Wait, okay, so tell me all right, tell me about your event. How did that all how
The
why until the
the
last
Hawaii
5
event.
minutes?
Well, the
No,
Hawaii.
the CNY
Oh, that one. So
for the yellow dragon.
it was. What was my issue? I'm trying to remember what.
Resources? Because that
I
one was
think
just
so. No, it was waiting for the drop, I think.
or the Tories. Like the Tories to spawn, maybe? Why can't I remember how that game mechanic worked?
No, the wait. I don't remember.
I feel like it wasn't even that long ago, but what the
It wasn't.
hell?
Yeah. No,
Okay, well, either way, in the last 5 minutes, that's incredible.
the Tories were the Pat Morita event.
Oh my god.
That's why I was confused. I was like, wait, Tories?
All right. I'm sorry. Oh my
did
god.
we have
That's right. This was Questline.
Yeah, and we didn't have any structures, right? I don't remember structures for that one.
I don't know why mine's just going to Tories. So.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no,
Clearly, I could not divert it elsewhere.
I think I was just waiting for the blueprint to drop. Whenever that's RNG, I have the worst luck. The worst luck. If it was always effort based, I would like, I could have made it top 5 like you did. I could
like
have.
And Danibus.
Yes.
If you were hunting side by side with Danibus, you could have made it.
Yeah, if I'd actually like tried harder, I could have.
I mean, it was still kind of RNG that sense. Yeah.
Well,
what?
No, I mean like I ended
with
up
like the resource aspect, I guess. That was
but at
because we were still we had completed.
Vaults, no, at the end of my 1,200 vaults, I had just enough of everything. Like it all.
Oh my
worked out
god,
at
you
the
could
same
have.
time. Yeah, yeah, I really could have, but I wasn't pushing too hard. And also, so I have to say, like, huge shout out to Danibus because Danibus is a hunter out of Norman, Oklahoma, which is about 45 minutes south of where I live in Oklahoma City. He was the first to complete the Hawaii event in the U.S., which we didn't even know at the beginning because they didn't send out notifications for the US people. But so the first few days of the Hawaii event, we had tornado warnings like nonstop in Oklahoma, and actually some pretty bad tornadoes touched down like, I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes away from where Danibus was hunting. And I actually, like, I went out and did some hunting, and there was no one on the roads. Like, the roads were just empty, and everything was really eerie. And yeah, I was like, I actually
not hunting weather.
No, well, it was because there was no one on the roads, but at the same time, like, you had to like stay weather aware. So I actually had my TV's radio station on in my car, so I could, like, the local news television channel, I pulled their radio station up on the AM dial to listen to them announcing what intersections the tornadoes were touching down at. And Danibus was
You
out there
guys
hunting. I mean, I was hunting too, but I wasn't hunting as much as him.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He is nuts. I can't even believe that. That is so impressive.
He really did. And if I
kudos.
was down in Norman, like, he's such a awesome dude too. So like the first time I went down to Norman to check out like what they have. So it's a college town. And so it's a pretty popular, it's the University of Oklahoma. And
oh yeah, I've heard of her.
And so the first time I went down there, my boyfriend and I actually took our bikes, and he went out on his bike and he gave us a tour of campus and downtown on his bike. And then during, I think it was the Christmas event, it was either the Christmas event or the Halloween, no, it was the Halloween event. I drove down there, got in his car, and he drove me around hitting vaults. Like, he just took me out. That is
so fun.
And he does that for everyone. Like, any new player that's interested down there, like, he takes them out. And I think it was,
oh my god, that is so cool.
Yeah, Seth Alosha, I think, one of the other somewhat newer Norman hunters, was like thanking Danibus in our local Discord for like helping him out.
Okay, like Danny Bus, because he's driving everybody to go hunting.
Everyone get on the Danibus. Yeah.
Everybody on the Danibus. I love that.
So I just got the notification from Zoom again. We're gonna have to like pause.
It's been 40 minutes already?
Yes, and it's actually been sitting up here for a couple minutes, so we should do it right away so we don't get kicked off. Okay. Fair enough. So we'll be back, guys, all right? Okay, we're back. I promise everyone.
Evelyn said bathroom break. Be right back.
Yeah. we will get this fixed, I promise.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we were just talking about how amazing Danibus is. Yeah. I'm super impressed by you, Danibus. But you deserve it.
Yeah.
You work hard and you help out the whole community, so.
It's super awesome that they completed the quest. Like insane amount of time too.
Yeah. Aside from that, I thought that, so here's the thing, when events are RNG, they're super hard for me, and it usually takes me down to like the last minute to finish them. When they're when they're effort based, like this one was, it was so easy. It was a little too easy.
Okay, I don't want to say easy because, I know what, everybody's hunting situation is different, right?
Considering our hunting situations.
And considering that you had 10 days to complete it, like, you don't necessarily have to be top 5, but I felt like a good amount of people were going to be able to complete the quest in 10 days. And if they stacked enough keys, they would be fine.
Yeah.
So,
and I was
think that
worried.
This was one of my favorite events so far.
Oh, me too. I was worried before the event that I wasn't going to have enough keys. I saved up 3,000 blue keys, and then I was like, oh
dude, you were fine, huh? Yeah, you're still fine, aren't you?
Okay.
Like, jealous. Oh, but
I
it was
felt-
like super fun to keep up with Mom Loves You, like towards the
Yeah.
end. I don't know if you were keeping up with her, like towards the end of the quest.
No, I caught the
Oh,
podcast, but I didn't have time to check in. So how'd she do?
she completed it.
Really?
So yeah. I mean, within, I think it was the last day or the second to last day, but we were all like checking in on Twitter
How did
and keeping up with her, and
how did she get the
mystery boxes
keys?
were hitting just right. I
Oh,
think
so it was,
she was selling stuff on Auction House, and
okay.
then she had a couple of mystery boxes that were big hitters and came through for her. And I think like her key back return was like pretty good. So
Hey, that's
I know it
awesome.
was like she got really nervous she wasn't going to be able to complete it, but she did. So that was super
Yeah.
exciting.
That was by far the most awesome podcast episode of any podcast episode. Like the ultimate reveal that didn't even know it was going to be an ultimate reveal.
Right? My mind was blown. And I've met Mom Loves You before. We all met at when the Staples Center, which is now crypto.com arena, when that vault was getting built or it was finally built, we all made a plan to go down there and answer it together. And so that was the
Awesome.
first time we met Block Boy and Mom Loves You and a couple of other local hunters, but like had no idea still, until the podcast. I'm like, wait, you
It's crazy. It's totally crazy.
It's so cool.
I mean, I literally so I was listening to that while I was doing one of my night hunts. That was back when I was still driving, before I had told myself that I need to only walk. but it was also an event, so I was driving. Yeah. And I immediately came back home and ran into the bedroom. My boyfriend was just like laying in bed watching Star Trek episodes or something like that. And I'm like, babe, Mom Loves You is Renee's mom. He's like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like,
no, remember. It is crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, so okay, we gotta. Is your boyfriend still like? Does he play at all? Like sometimes on the weekends, or like will he go on walks with you every once in a while?
So he hasn't.
Maybe if we like get him some more friends, he'll be interested. I don't know, more buddy quests.
I think that's where the issue lies. So like he's definitely an introvert and I'm definitely an extrovert. So I immediately got in the Discord and made it like my life. I mean, because everyone in the community is awesome. He's not the type to get in the Discord for a video game. So it didn't have that personal connection for him. He did come with me and like I said, rode bikes with Danibus, but he hasn't come on any walks with me. Back when I was still driving at night, like doing my night loop before I went to bed, he would come with me maybe half the time, and we would like listen to music and sing and like maybe talk about weird crypto things or I don't know, whatever. But he's into
crypto, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why I started playing this game, was because I didn't know anything about crypto. He really got into crypto, and we got into like Axie. Found out it was boring, got out of Axie, and then I was like, hey, what about this game? And I think the problem was I got too involved and I made him a bit annoyed. So
well, maybe we can bounce back.
Yeah, well, so even when like he comes hunting with me, he doesn't hunt. There were a couple of times that he did, but he just
that's just left money on the ground. Come on.
Yeah. What? And so then I introduced him to Mintopoly, and he played that for a couple weeks. And then, I mean, we both kind of got a little too busy to keep up with it. But then they talked about this whole, like, Mintopoly going to the moon. And as soon as I told him about it, he's like, oh, that game's going to be fun. We really need to get back into playing that. And so he started playing it again. So, and I've been too busy to play it. So, yeah. I mean,
well, good. He's on the Mintopoly train. That's cool.
Yeah. I would have gone into the ether fishing thing, but I heard it costs money to start, and I'm super cheap, so.
Okay, I don't know if it costs money to start, but I think like if you want the like good stuff and a little bit more of the gameplay, then yeah, you have to like buy reels or something.
Yeah.
Posk was telling me about this.
But I heard you could also earn free. I think you can get free reels They did a crossover between Mintopoly and ether fishing, so you can actually like earn, like win stuff in Mintopoly for ether fishing.
What? That's cool.
Yeah.
We should do something like that in Cleveland. Or like a Suku event
they've
here
tried.
or something.
They've tried.
Oh, Mintopoly has?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Label, I guess, has reached out to the dev team and nothing's really happened yet. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, it's they're all super busy.
They probably just have a lot on the plate.
Yeah.
Understandable. Like the merch stuff. That I would put on the forefront.
Yeah. Okay, so we're totally getting off track. So we actually have like segments to this show that we're not sticking with. So normally this first part that we did, we would normally interview someone. Like we kind of want to have guests in the future. A lot of ladies. So if you're a lady that wants to chat, hit us up.
Love to have you. Once you figure out how we can get your video in, we're gonna do it.
Well,
we just did it today. We're really proud of ourselves.
we'll figure it out, I'm sure. So then we also kind of hit on the second segment, which I titled "Love It or Rage Quit." That was kind of
yeah. So wait, we have to talk about our rage quit events though.
Oh, yeah.
Have you had one yet?
I don't think so. I did something really stupid today that really pissed me off though.
What?
I outbid myself on an auction.
I've done that a couple times.
So. I got a message that says you've got a package, and then I got the package that said return bid keys, but it didn't ever tell me that someone outbid me, and then I realized, oh, I thought that was two different things. I just bid on the same thing twice, like in a row. It wasn't even like I went back and forgot that I had bid on it. I bid on it, and then I saw it immediately again and bid on it again.
Well, look, honestly, it's not like the most functioning, like, well operated auction house, so I can get that. And usually when that happens, it's because it's a really good deal. So hopefully it wasn't that. Like, I mean, it wasn't that much. I hope.
I got two of the second. So you know how you saw the tikis like in that organized row where with the most epic ones on the end down to like ones.
That
so the second to the end, so the second most epic set of 3, I got 2 of those for like 50 keys. So
wow. That's like
I could have gotten 2 of them for 45 keys.
Oh yeah.
But then I outbid myself.
Wow, that's a really good deal. I need to go and do the auction.
And I love bidding on those things that are like 2 of them, because then I just turn around and list the other one and usually get the same amount of keys back, because people don't really pay attention to whether it's 1 or 2. So yeah.
Oh, that was very smart of you. Also, what those in the I'm surprised somebody would list 2 at a time for that, or they were just hoping that they were gonna get like, I don't know, a yellow key at least. Crazy.
I mean, I don't usually bid on stuff like I Marvin's house, money spent twice. Yes, that's a trivia answer. Yeah. But I don't usually bid on stuff in the auction house. I like to earn it. Well, that's a lie. I bid on anything that's like super cheap, but I don't usually like bid to win. Yeah. Anymore. I used to, but now keys are a little bit like, they're really hard earned. I sweat for those.
I totally agree. It's hard, and I even have trouble like putting stuff up on the auction house, like getting rid of resources that I've earned. I'm like, I'm a hoarder. No, it's fine. Yeah, me too.
I mean,
like, what if I need that?
In my real life, I'm not. In my real life, I used to keep a lot of stuff because I was super cheap because I was broke, but like I don't now. I'm like clean everything. Like I love throwing things away, but I can't sell things because I'm like, oh, it's gonna be worth something more later.
Exactly. Especially in this game. I don't know, it's hard.
Yeah.
I think I've only sold like a couple of things on the auction house. It's probably not even worth unlocking it for me at this point, like in my personal position, because it's like the selling aspect of it. But I think it will be maybe down the road. I don't
Yeah.
know.
The couple of things I have sold during the elemental event, I got like, I don't know, something like 20 of most of the hearts. Like everything except for the fire.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, these are selling for like 50 to 60 to 70 keys a piece. And so if there was nothing like 3 days with like 3 clocks on it, then I would put one up. Because, I mean, what do I need 20 of them for? You know? So.
Yeah, no, but then like hearts aren't coming back. And then I'm like, okay, I can't sell a single one because there's going to be no more ever again.
Yeah.
Ugh, it's hard.
Well, I keep a reserve. Like, so I've actually built out a spreadsheet of like auction house stuff, like prices and my inventory. And it's got all these calculations and like, it's got,
that's right.
Like all the recipes for all the QBs, and it keeps track of how many, like what I've printed, what I've done my first print of, like all this stuff, what it costs to, based on the resources to actually print a QB, like keys wise, versus like how much the resources actually sell for and whether it's profitable and blah, blah, blah. I shared it a long time ago, but no one ever seemed to be interested in it. So I just kept it to myself.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think some of our listeners might be interested in that. I know I definitely am. Like, why would you not want
it's
that?
on it's in the wiki server, so like the wiki has access to it, but I mean,
what is it under on the wiki, like if anybody was to go search?
I called it the BP Baron spreadsheet, or the BP Baron workbook, because it was, remember when who was it, the Blueprint Baron and the QB collector? Oh, was it Nerd that did that? Yeah.
All this.
So I decided I was going to be a Blueprint Baron from the get-go, and so yeah, I was probably right when that episode came out that I built that. But anyway, so I have it set up so that like I have my inventory entered, and then I have like a amount of reserve that I must keep. So then it tells me how many of them I can sell and what my profit will be, including like the green key cost and the 10% and whatever. So yeah. So I for those hearts, I have it so that I'm at least keeping 5 of each one, because I've also printed all of them too. So yeah, it's like,
yeah, you're right.
Not
you're
the
like,
fire one though.
Print these again.
Oh no. No, that might be my almost rage quit. I worked so freaking hard.
Wait, but did you get the blueprint?
I didn't even get enough. I didn't get the blueprint or enough crystals. Nowhere's near enough.
Oh man. Oh well, the crystals. I don't know if I'd be. Who ended up printing it? Trugoy, I think, was the first. The first one to print it. I was shocked. I think I left that event with like somewhere around 1,000, and you did too. So like we hunted hard, like our effing faces off for that event. I loved it, but
I got like 800, I think. And
that I feel like that was like on the high end for most hunters. Yeah, that event.
Yeah. So hard. Nikki just asked if I day trade. So that's actually kind of how I got into this. Is I was actually day trading stocks, and then I lost a bunch of money, and then I realized I needed another thing, which is why we got into crypto, and then crypto brought us.
Oh yeah, so much more stable, right?
Well, I started during like the whole GameStop thing, but I wasn't trading GameStop stuff. I was kind of like tangentially related to that, and I was doing options. Yeah. So I made a shit ton of money in like a couple days, and I lost it all. So, yeah.
Those are tough. I feel like a lot of people. I mean, I know we certainly got into crypto like during quarantine and everything. So I'm sure you weren't the only one that lost like. I'm gonna check money somewhere in some project.
I decided I wasn't gonna put any money into crypto. All of it is earned. it's too volatile for me, and I'm not a gambler. Like, the day trading was kind of a weird thing for me. I don't know how that happened. I think I was just so excessively bored. So, yeah.
Why not?
Okay, so we should stay on track because oh gosh.
I know. What is Zoom gonna yell at us?
Yeah.
We have
Okay.
like 15 more minutes.
So our next.
Okay, what's our song of the week?
Oh, did we get to that already?
Did we?
Yeah,
I think so.
I don't know.
Oh no.
No.
Wait, we skipped. I'm sorry. So we talked about
Love it or rage
have we
quit.
talked about how many miles that you walked?
Well, so this segment, like, I want to open this up to other hunters. So this is our accountability is keys section. And so I am kind of counting on this podcast / live stream / YouTube video thing to kind of help keep me accountable for my walking. So you guys, like, I know I'm going to be reporting to you every week how much I've walked and like what my progress is, and I don't want to disappoint you. So I want to make sure that, like, I stay on top of it, but I also want to give you guys the option and the ability to have someone to be accountable to. So if you decide that you want to start a walking routine, like a workout thing, and you want us to help you keep track of, like, either your weight loss goals or your miles walked or whatever, you can just contact us, Korkio or MarvinsMama, and let us know, like, what your starting position is and, like, what your goal is, and maybe weekly you can check in with us and let us know where you're at, and we'll shout you out, and we will make sure that we applaud you when you do good, and we look disappointed.
We're holding ourselves. We're holding everybody accountable.
Yeah. So my goal is to walk my full 8 walking goals at least 4 to 5 times a week. Now, this is huge for me because, like, so I have, like, seasonal affective disorder really bad. So throughout the winter, I'll be lucky if I walk 500 steps in a day. And I'm not kidding. Before this game, I didn't leave the house much. I mean, I work from home, and it was like...
What is your temps in the winter there? Like, pretty frigid, or...
Well, so normally it's not bad, and normally we don't get much snow, but this year we got a lot of snow, and it got down to, like, -10 at one point.
Oh, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I know. No. I am a warm weather person, and it's like I'm like a plant. Like, I photosynthesize. I like rely on.
I need the sun
for life.
Yeah.
So when there's not a lot of sunlight and it's cold, don't try and get me out of bed.
For snails, I'm going back in my shell.
So I probably gain about 15 pounds every winter, no fail. And then, of course, COVID, helped add to that.
Yeah.
So let's see, it was like 3 years ago, I got a divorce, and I was at my lowest weight of my entire adult life. And I think I was at like 135. And I looked great. I felt great. Wasn't eating very much. It was just like super stressed diet. I was getting myself involved. This is how I got involved in all the nonprofits. I participated in everything I possibly could so that I didn't have to think about my own life.
Hey.
You know,
everybody's got a different way of coping. I think that's probably one of the healthier ways of doing it. So good for you.
But so then,
I mean, maybe not all of the dramatic weight loss if it was like that, but yeah, still.
So then, like, I gradually realized I needed to not stress myself out, and I kind of cut back on things, and COVID happened. I stopped going out. I stopped doing stuff. I've never been much of an exerciser for exercise reasons. Like, yeah, I love going out and cutting down trees, or like doing stuff that's like productive, where like I accomplish something other than
have
just
a goal.
Exercise. Yeah. Which is why Coin Hunt is so great for this, because like I want to play this game and now I have to exercise to do it. So like it gives me a reason and like something other than just exercising for exercise. So yeah. So my goal is 4 to 5 times per week. Yeah. 4 to 5 times per week to hit goal 8. And the past 2 weeks, I've done that. The week before, last week was 4 days. Last week was 5. So the week before, I walked 28 miles. And this is just for exercise, like not on top of like that's on top of my regular, like just walking to my bed and walking to my car and stuff like that.
Into the kitchen, into the fridge.
Yeah. And this week I walked 30 miles just for the game. So
that's incredible. Holy moly.
It was hell. But I did it, especially because it's been 95 freaking degrees every day.
Oh, Danabus is here.
Ooh.
They just checked in. I'm so sorry to interrupt.
Hey, Dan. We were
just talking about you. Yeah. We're both you missed it, but we'll be recording these and having them on the stream, so you can always go back.
Yeah.
Congratulations though for completing the event. That's super awesome.
Congrats, Dan. I'm very proud of you. Way to represent Oklahoma. So
and we're go ahead.
So to get back, so I was doing really well like 3 years ago as far as weight wise, and I'm going to be totally honest, so that way everyone out there feels like they can accomplish something, right? So like I'm 5'2". I weighed myself at the start of walking for keys when the key booths disappeared, and I so very depressingly weighed in at 176.5 pounds. And it sounds ridiculous, but I will let you know I used to be a weightlifter and I like to cut down trees. So I'm like really freaking strong. There's lots of muscle under that. Like I'm not that big. I look very proportionate, I promise. My boyfriend thinks I'm hot. But so like my goal is not to lose weight.
Though, right?
No, it's not. My goal isn't to lose weight. My goal is to just feel healthy and be become capable of doing this regularly. And it's interesting that like the Walking for Keys actually coincided with our local Oklahoma City Marathon, which
really?
Yeah, so my boyfriend's sister and brother and my boyfriend's 3 kids all participated in the marathon as like a relay team. So like one did 5K, one did 10K, like they kind of traded off, right?
Yeah.
And it like kind of hit me like I should make this my goal. Like I want to do the marathon next year. And not necessarily the full one. So
well, I mean, you've been doing it for the past, let's see, the Walking Quest came out over a month ago now, right?
Yeah, I have written down here 4/20, so April 20th was when I weighed myself. I don't know if that's when it came out, but
I remember that was when they were doing like the 420 contest, and yeah, it must have been. So we're nearing like a month. Yeah, that's some good conditioning you've already got in.
But I've only been walking, so I want to actually jog in the marathon. Like I don't want to do a 6-hour marathon. I want to do, and I talked to my mom and my boyfriend's sister and my boyfriend's kid's girlfriend, and we all decided that we would do a ladies relay for the marathon, and we would go against the boys. So the boys would have their team, the girls would have their own team, and we would compete, and the girls are going to win, guaranteed. Even though we have one fewer people, obviously. So like there's only 4 of us, so one of us has to do 2 legs of the relay.
Oh damn.
But my mom actually is a marathon runner. She just turned 71 yesterday, but she used to run marathons back in the day. And she still walks a ton every day. And I mean, when I was a kid, she went out and ran 9 miles every morning. So she's super fit. My boyfriend's sister, she's a runner. I mean, that's kind of like her thing. But then there's me, who is not really. And then boyfriend's son's girlfriend is not an exerciser. I'm just going to say she's not an exerciser. So So that's
So we've
going to be
got
our
every
goal.
spectrum
Yes.
of
Yes.
everybody is
Yeah.
on the spectrum of,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's going to be
That's
my
amazing.
goals. So I am happy to say that since Walking for Keys started, I've lost, what is it? The numbers I wrote down are a little old. I've lost 6.5 pounds.
Woo,
So,
woo.
and initially I gained weight. That's going to happen. Like if you're doing this for the first time, you will gain weight initially because you're building up muscle and your body's starting to retain water and stuff to prepare for all this stuff. So I gained a little bit the first couple weeks and then I started losing weight. And yeah, so now I'm down 6.5 pounds.
That is so awesome. Congrats.
Yeah. Thanks. So hopefully I can keep going. And my hope is that every week when I update you guys, it's better and better. So yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
So
Well,
how do you
also it looks like Joan has some goals as well.
Oh, yeah?
That they want to do.
Did
Let's
I miss
see.
it?
6 miles, 2 hours
Oh.
for 66 keys. So I don't know if that's their goal, but maybe they were just talking about I don't know, Joan, is that your goal? That would be awesome. Is that like completing the quest or just doing your 6 miles for 2 hours?
That's about what mine is. It's like 6.5 miles, 2 hours and 10 minutes for 66 keys.
Yeah.
And it feels
that's
good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's really funny. I've only been able to complete the quest twice, and both times it's definitely been more than 2 hours. It's definitely more than 6 miles. Ours has been closer to like 10 miles. When I was finally able to complete it, it was just under 10 miles.
Are you on iPhone?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're judging us. But Marvin's house is on an Android, and he was like extra not happy with it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh my God. Speaking of Marvin's house, he's like a Korkio, adopt a Marvin. 70+ pound doggo to drag you around on your walks. Great for cardio, good at turning the arms. We haven't even gotten to Korkio's pets.
Yeah. We'll talk about it at the end because that's another segment that we want to do. But I have a 90-something pound dog that will drag me, but she's likely to pull my back out. So if my back goes out, I can't walk. So I have 4 dogs, but I do not take the dogs with me on the walks because the ones that won't pull my back out can't make it 6.5 miles. And the one that can make it 6.5 miles will pull my back out. So, yeah. Not a good idea.
Fair.
Okay.
We have started to split our walks into 2. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
We've got a Zoom reset notification.
One more time, everybody.
Okay. So we're going to come back and we're going to talk about what you guys do for walking. But we just have to reset our Zoom here real quick because we didn't remember that this was a thing. So
at least we have a little commercial break. Okay, we were prepared there.
Yeah, everyone go pee and we'll be back.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I think we're back. I don't know.
Yeah, we are.
This is a mess.
We're running.
Guys.
We're up and running. It's not that bad. I think this is great. We're doing great for our first episode.
I'm having fun. I know that.
Yeah.
So okay, so we were talking about walking and dragging big dogs. So can Marvin make it and Pearl, can they actually like make it on the
They can, but it would take us probably 6 hours to do it between like the breaks and water breaks and stopping so they can catch their breath and stopping for the squirrels and stopping for having, like, Marvin is famous in the neighborhood too. Like, everybody says hi to him. So it's kind of hard to play our game too, because everybody wants to say hi to Marvin.
Yeah.
And so we have like different strategies now, like walking wise, where we're going to go. And we break it up into 2, where we take the dogs with us on the first go around. And then we usually complete 7 and 8 will go out separately while they're like crashed.
Yeah.
They're like loving the walking quest though, because they do get like a much longer walk, because if I have to like go around the block one more time, Marvin is definitely coming with me.
Have you thought
So,
about getting
so
them
yeah,
strollers or wagons?
definitely wagons. We've been actually talking about when biking quests come out, because I have a beach cruiser that I really want to get like a little sidecar for Marvin.
Yes. Yes, you
Yes.
must do
And he
this.
just like gets to, ride around with me.
Yes.
So, because Pearl could totally keep up. Like, Pearl's not the issue at all. She could keep going and going and going for days. It's Marvin and his short little nose.
Yeah.
So if I got him like a little sidecar for my bike, we would crush it. I'm
Or like
amped
the
to do
little
that.
tow
I'm gonna make that happen.
behind
Yeah.
with like the cover so that they don't get too much sun or something.
Exactly. That they
Yes.
put the babies in.
Yeah.
But I had to get like he's like 3 toddlers. So
Right.
like he is the size of 3 toddlers. So yeah, I'll find something.
Yeah.
But
You better take pictures of that.
so far,
that'd be super cute.
yeah, he's gonna love it. They have been loving though. We've been taking them like, if we obviously before the key nerfs, we've been taking them on all of the road trips that we were going to. So when we went up to Yosemite, we like made a full day of it, and they got to do some hiking around. We actually only brought Marvin on that one. I think Pearl was with my mom that trip, but yeah, he loves national parks and just like loves to explore and see new things, but he wants to chase everything. So it's, strategy.
Yeah. So didn't you guys go to like Arizona or New Mexico or Nevada or something too? Or is that just the Yosemite trip?
We went to Arizona and New Mexico and Nevada.
Oh,
And
okay.
no, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. Those I think were the only 3. And to be honest, I don't know. I can't remember. God, what a blur. Because that was the month of March. That was our leaderboard push, our first and my last time ever going for the leaderboard, I think. That was crazy. That month was just so nuts. We were doing so much driving, and don't get me wrong, it was beautiful. It was I wouldn't change it for the world, because I mean, we went through national parks that I hadn't seen yet, and the dogs loved it, to be honest.
Sure.
They had a blast. Yeah, because like everywhere we go, we were just like living out of the car, and it was a blast. But yeah, we did Arizona. We went through Arizona into New Mexico, and New Mexico was gorgeous. That was my first time there. Like, literally went to New Mexico just for Coin Hunt World.
Yeah.
Like, crazy. Never thought I'd be like traveling state lines for
so I have a random Arizona New Mexico question. When you went through those, did you take I-40 across, like that main highway that goes? It's
probably,
like
let's see if Marvin's
like
house can answer this.
It touches like Flagstaff, and goes through Albuquerque.
I think so. Yeah, whatever runs like right across the top of Arizona. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's where we were, because we went right through a storm.
Oh yeah, those are so cool. Like where you can see them, and then it's clear everywhere else, but you can see the rain coming down. Yes,
it was crazy.
It's the coolest thing. It's the coolest thing. I have a picture of a few of those too from New Mexico.
Wait, so so you've been, obviously.
Yeah, so my dad used to live in Phoenix, and I lived down there with him for like 2 months before I moved to Oklahoma. I'm originally from Rhode Island. I drove from Rhode Island to Phoenix, to Vegas, back to Phoenix, and then moved to Oklahoma. So
what a trip! That is a loop.
Yeah, but I mean, this was like 12 years ago. But if you were to stay on that I-40 and just keep going, pretty soon you'd get to me. So that's
nice.
Yeah, that's how you get to me.
Oh,
but I don't know if you noticed. Like, I noticed this. Like, I've made this trip a couple of times, and every time you cross the Arizona-New Mexico border, it's like the New Mexico side is gorgeous, and the Arizona side was kind of like Okay.
They don't know how to spell their billboards right in Arizona.
Really? I didn't
Their
notice that.
billboards had so many spelling errors. I almost started taking pictures because you pass one and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
fire that guy. And then you pass the next one and I'm like, all right, who is approving these? Who is in charge of this town that we're driving through?
Yeah.
What is this? It really felt like an episode. I don't know if you've ever seen the show, but it felt like an episode of Schitt's Creek.
Oh yeah.
You're just
yeah.
what is this town and who is in charge of it? Because
Right.
what the heck? But yeah, and then I noticed as soon as we crossed into New Mexico, like even the dirt has color, like has better color to it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the landscape just gets like 10 times more colorful when you get into New Mexico. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? What state? I mean, I'd be curious to know like the history of why their state line runs there. History is not my favorite trivia category.
No, me
but...
neither. But I love like the concepts of history. I'm just really bad with dates. Like what caused what things to happen and whatever. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
No, we should definitely learn from it too. So I wish it wasn't so, Well, I guess it's different. Our history is different.
Yeah,
we learned.
That does run along Route 66. I actually live right off of Route 66 when it pops up off of I-40 over here. So we have a lot of like Route 66 things. Yeah.
That's the answer to the Santa Monica Pier. So the Santa Monica Pier is the end of Route 66.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that funny?
So you want to know something crazy? We've got your old Ferris wheel.
What?
Yeah, the Ferris wheel that used to be on the Santa Monica Pier is now in downtown Oklahoma City.
Wait, so that must be the original one because we still have
the original.
We still have one, but
yeah, there was.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
how did they just rolled it down to 66?
There was this like comedy movie. I want to say, my boyfriend showed me a clip of this. I think it was like Steven Spielberg movie. I don't know, something about like Nazis were taking over Santa Monica or something. Like it was this old comedy, weird black and white movie.
Send it my way. I'd be curious about this. I'm like slightly mortified, but
yeah. Well, there's a scene in the movie where the Nazis are shooting at the Santa Monica Pier and they hit the Ferris wheel and break it off its like posts and it rolls down the pier and into the water. And they did that scene in like miniature. And you can totally tell when you're watching the movie that it's all miniature. But it's like, oh, like that's our Ferris wheel.
You're like, hey, I wonder if that's how it got there.
Yeah. And my boyfriend decided to show me that clip right before we got on the Ferris wheel.
Oh, dude. Come on.
Okay, so your dude over here says the movie is called 1940. I knew it was a year and it was like sometime in the 40s, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, B.
So we kind of share.
He always comes through with the Santa Monica history.
Yeah.
Well, he's the one that grew up there. I grew up in a city just down the road in El Segundo, where the airport is. So, yeah, he's been here for much longer, so he knows all of that Santa Monica stuff. And just like history in general. Thankfully, I can use him, like his brain for that, and he can use my brain for all the dumb pop culture stuff.
Yeah,
that's what I store.
Yeah, my boyfriend actually used to live in I'm gonna get this wrong. Am I Rancho Santa Margarita? I think.
Yeah. No, you got it right.
Okay. Yeah. So he lived there for like 15 years. He originally grew up in Oklahoma, but then he lived there for like 15 years, and then he moved back because it's too expensive.
What brought him there? That's
school,
work?
Actually.
I'm trying to think of. Oh, nice.
He went to school at. Oh, I'm not gonna remember the name of it. There's this college that's right next to this really big music venue. I want to say it's called like the Pavilion or something that begins with
the Fairplex. Maybe Pomona Fairplex. Did he go to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo?
He went to some super religious school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
He went to school to become a pastor, and then he realized he could never be a pastor, and he got a music degree. And No, he's
Wow.
an atheist. So
Wow.
yeah.
Talk about full circle.
Yeah, that's actually how we
I
met.
would love
was
to have
as
him on
like
the pod.
we were at like a atheist like social event thing that my group was running.
Crazy.
That's how we met. Yeah. And then I found out he was like going to school to be a pastor, and I was like, that's weird. I mean, granted, this was like 30 years ago, something like that. So, yeah.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow,
So I don't know what school it was. It was a tiny little one, like right in downtown Orange County area, something. Yeah. Yes, Dan.
Oh, that's
the
right.
Oklahoma California connection is super strong. Like, there's so many people in Oklahoma that are from California or are moving to California. It's like they go back and forth. And that in Colorado, like, we trade people all the time. Yeah. I think we're winning, though, because Oklahoma City is the fastest growing city in the country.
Wow, really?
We're tied with Salt Lake City right now. We have 30 people a day move to Oklahoma City.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's an awesome place.
Well,
I'm
like, wait, how are you guys liking it?
Oh, I love it. I love it. Like, I brag about Oklahoma City all the time to everyone. Like, this place is heaven to me. But then again, I come from Rhode Island, which is like the armpit of the country. So
what? Really?
Oh, it's hell. Don't ever go to Rhode Island.
I would never guess.
It's pointless. It is like one of the most corrupt cities. I think they're actually like ranked like the second most corrupt state in the country. They have the highest taxes in the country behind California. It's so ridiculous. It's not fun. I don't like it. And it always smells like rotting fish there.
Okay, fair enough.
So don't
go. That's all you need to say.
Yeah.
That's all you need to say.
Yeah. So.
Wait, so that makes me think that it's like really humid in Rhode Island.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. For some reason I was thinking it was like cold or I don't know. It gets
cold.
Okay.
But in the summer, it's like when you're breathing air, it's like you're breathing air through a straw. It's like it's horrible. You walk outside and
horrible.
Your sunglasses immediately fog up. It's like,
oh God.
Yeah. It's funny because when I moved to Oklahoma, I always heard the joke, it's a dry heat. Like, people joke about that like it's not true. It really freaking is a dry heat. Like, I moved here and I love a dry heat. I was like, this is amazing. Like, you guys don't know how amazing this is. And all the Okies were like, oh, it's so humid. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I had a moment.
Like, no, when you can taste the air, that's when it's humid.
Yeah. I had a moment last week where I'm like, oh my God, it is ungodly humid today. Like, I don't know what is wrong with Oklahoma. And I actually pulled up my weather app on my phone, and it was 48% humidity. And I'm like, damn, I am officially an Okie now. I think not humid is
spoiled.
Humid.
Yeah.
I mean,
you've officially adjusted.
Yeah. In Rhode Island, like, it would never go below like 95% humidity. Like 95% was like low. It was like the air was always just like you could touch it. It was thick, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can feel it right now on my skin.
Yeah. Oh, it's so bad. It's like Georgia without the low prices.
Okay.
Yeah. Or like Biloxi. Ugh, it is just like Biloxi, except Biloxi is much more affordable to live in.
Wait, where's Biloxi?
Oh, Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, it's like...
Yeah. Also would think, yes, humid states. Just never categorized Rhode Island as a humid state. Probably because they have the word island in there. I don't know.
I mean, it's a bunch of islands, but most of it's mainland. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. Anyway, okay, so... what's next on our sections here? So, just a reminder, yes, send us, like, if you want us to help you keep track of your progress with your stuff. Like, oh, that's what we missed.
Fun stuff we've seen on our hunts.
So you were talking about the national parks and and the storms and stuff. Like,
but tell me your fun story, because I gotta know about.
I mean, it probably, like, my note probably looks confusing, and I specifically didn't tell you this, so you're probably like, what does she mean, refugees?
Spill it.
So Oklahoma got a huge number of the Afghan refugees when they were coming over. So California got the most. I think Texas got the second most, and Oklahoma got the third most. And between Oklahoma City and Tulsa, Oklahoma City got, I think, the most of them. And I had noticed when I was driving before my loops, like if I would drive in the afternoon or early in the morning, I would see like this collection of like 40 to 50 kids walking to or from school. And the somewhat older girls would all be wearing hijabs. So it was like, oh, we must have gotten like some of the refugees, because they tend to put them all in the same area. So they have community, they have people that they can relate to and stuff. And then I talked to one of my neighbors, Joey Bananas, who's also a hunter.
Oh, yeah.
And he said that the apartment complex near us, they picked that spot because they're one of the few apartment complexes that has like 4-bedroom apartments in there. So it was much easier to give that, like, especially the ones with kids, like find places for them to live. So we got a huge number of the Afghan refugees. We also in Oklahoma have a serious problem with a teacher shortage. And 2 weeks ago when I was walking, part of my walk takes me by the Dove Science Academy, which is a public charter school. It's like a STEM school, so science and math and stuff. And like most of the student population is like free or reduced lunch. Like it's more inner city kids, but they get like a specialized STEM education. So, and it's free.
Yeah, that's rad.
And it's an awesome school. Awesome. They actually have an old, I don't know if it was like a Bed Bath and Beyond or is some kind of commercial like storefront that they converted into a school. Yeah.
Oh, that's rad.
And since it's like the end of school, these days they've been having like the bouncy houses and stuff outside for like the kids for like parties and whatever. Yeah. And I noticed like there's all the teachers out there and the teacher aides and whatever. And there were like at least half of them were women wearing hijabs. And it made me so happy. Like I was like, we had a teacher shortage. Now we have teachers and new residents have jobs. Like how perfect of a symbiotic relationship is this?
Right? Like assimilated and felt so comfortable in that community that like it's now coming like full circle.
Yeah, and it's so good for the students too, awesome. Because they get to meet people from different cultures and like learn different ways of life and stuff like that. And it's like it just made me so, it was like one of those heartwarming moments that just like, oh, I love this place. Like I see
when
stuff
you
like
can see
that
it in action.
Yeah, and I see stuff like that in Oklahoma all the time that just like makes my heart swell. Like there's so many happy things like that just happen. So yeah, that was my my interesting experience while hunting that I had to tell people about.
So cool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so cool.
So. Okay.
Oh, and then also too, we have another segment that we want to introduce along with our walking goals. Is we created a Ladies of the Hunt playlist, everybody.
Yes, a walking playlist.
Yeah. And I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a couple of like fast walking if you're trying to hit the like, you know, you're in the last 15 minutes and it's 4:45 right before reset. There's a couple of those songs on there too. Yeah. But yeah, for now we have it on Spotify, so we'll drop that link into our show notes for everybody to follow along with. And then if you have any suggestions, throw them in the chat. We'll add them to the playlist. Yeah, we've got, you know, just a little montage of a little bit of everything between Korkio and mine's taste. And
yeah, we found out we have similar weird music tastes.
In that we have no one taste whatsoever, but more so myriad of tastes.
Everything.
Yes.
So I have a Pandora, which is what I pay for like no commercials or whatever. And so I just have a thumbprint station that plays like music that I like. So I just turn that on when I go walking when I don't have a podcast to listen to. And whenever I come across a song that perfectly fits my gait, I text myself the title of it. And then we have been keeping track of them. And so one of my favorite ones that came up was Jammin' by Bob Marley and the Wailers. And that was really fun to walk to.
That is a fun one.
Yeah. So what did you come across this week for walking? For music.
Let's see. Oh, I added, so one of my faves as of recently is Sundown by Jack Harlow, but another one that I would highly recommend is a Billie Jean cover / remix by Jay Perico, and it's a lot of fun to walk to.
Okay.
You kind of got to have like a little swag with it, but it's fun.
I like those ones that you have to have bounce when you walk. That just makes it
right?
so much more fun. I actually saw someone else walking like that, like this middle-aged guy that was walking on the walking path, and he was like dancing while he was walking, and then he saw me and he's like, okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have no shame when I'm walking. I mean, I don't even, because me and Marvin's house are out walking together, I have like a speaker with me. I'm like that guy that has the speaker. Well, we go like up in the, or we're either on the path on Ocean Avenue, which is like a park. Everybody's got like, there's yoga classes happening, there's people running, there's people everywhere. So it's totally cool that we have our speakers out and nobody really minds. But yeah,
that's
it's
how our park
full groove. I have to get like my arms going, make sure my steps are registering. Yeah. Like full arm shakes.
So I don't know either of those artists that you mentioned. Is that bad?
Okay. No.
Okay. So Jack Harlow, I've never heard of Jack Harlow. What kind of music is that?
He's a rapper.
Oh, okay.
He's
Is he
I'm
like
trying to think of what other song.
A new rapper?
He's new. He's newish.
I don't know anyone that's come out since like 95. But I know like everyone that came out before 95.
Honestly, most of the music. Yeah. See, I love me some like 90s R&B or hip hop. It's like my favorite genre, probably. Yeah. The 90s had everything cool. Yes. I love the 90s.
Yeah. I did not love the 80s though, except for hip hop and rap. Everything else in the 80s kind of sucked. In my opinion,
no offense,
anyway.
No offense to anybody.
Well, I'm from the 80s, so like.
Right.
I just don't like.
Fair, you can say
disco-y, like the 80s rock and 80s pop, and it's not my thing.
I love a little funk though, right?
If it's
funky, or I guess funk was a little more 60s-ish. Yeah. Maybe even prior.
I can get down with some funk. Yeah. But okay, so Jack Harlow, and who is the other artist? You covered the Michael Jackson song, Billie Jean.
G Perico. They're both on the playlist. Everybody, if you guys want to find them. Yeah. And then same thing, Jammin's on there by Bob Marley and the Wailers.
I don't have to tell y'all who that is, right?
I hope not. I'm just gonna be embarrassed for y'all. Wait, no, but I have to, not to put anybody on blast. We love you, Zach. But did you listen to the last Zach?
Are you kidding me? and Beats was died. Beats, I'm like, Beats goes, everyone's going to be thinking like, why don't you just sing it, Beats? And I was walking and I'm like, Beats, just sing it. Beats, sing it. Beats, just sing it. Beats, sing it. Why aren't you singing it?
Come on. Oh my god, that blew my mind. It was great episode.
If I had
Love
any
that
kind
episode.
of singing voice, I would sing it and you would know what it is. There's no way he's never heard that song. There's no way.
He's got to have heard it. But it was just, it cracks me up. I was like, Bohemian Rhapsody? Yeah. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Like, even if you've just watched like a handful of TikTok videos, you've heard that song.
I don't know. I'm like, now I'm trying to think of any movie that has that song in it, and I'm drawing a blank. So I feel for you, Zach.
Wait. Does the movie Bohemian Rhapsody have that song in it? There's literally a movie
be the most obvious
named
choice.
This song.
About the band. Oh my god. I cannot. It was too funny. Actually, we should add that onto the playlist just for them.
Zach, I love you, but you cannot blame this on being a Midwesterner. You can't.
No.
I know a lot of the things you can because I live here. I get it. But that's not one of them. It's not.
Oh, too good. I wonder what Zach listens to. Oh, and you and Beats have been sending some songs back and forth to each other, right? He's
Well,
got
that's how it
throw some
started.
songs up
Actually,
on the playlist.
yeah, he asked if anyone had some songs they were listening to, and then like, so I sent him a couple, and then I think he was done like looking for a song because he talked about how he could find a playlist with songs with his
With the
BPM
gate
he was looking for.
Oh yeah.
But like I just kept sending him songs because it was a convenient way to keep track of the songs. And I thought, hey, maybe he's interested, maybe he's not, whatever.
At least I can go back and reference this.
Yeah, but then I realized I could just text it to myself instead, so I did that instead of constantly blowing up beats with my songs.
Hey,
because there's like
I was
20
liking
of them
it though. I was opening them up every time you were posting them in Off Topic.
Oh yeah. Well,
yeah.
And did you see I wrote alternative lyrics to that Cake song?
No.
Yeah. So one of the first songs I put on there was Short Skirt Long Jacket by Cake.
Yeah.
And I kind of came up with like alternative lyrics for like the one of the verses for it.
Wait, are you gonna sing it, Korkio?
No.
Sing it.
No.
Sing it, Korkio.
I don't sing.
Wait.
I don't sing. I can link it to you, and you can sing it if you want. Let me see.
No. No.
No.
Did we do it in our walking? Is it the? I want to see what the lyrics are.
It was like the first, right in the beginning when Beats actually asked. That's what I responded to him. I said anything by Cake.
Oh.
And then I sent him the lyrics, and it was funny because the bot, Me6 actually kept deleting it because it said that I was sending the same message over and over because it was like I want a girl with different things. And it like kept saying I was spamming the chat, and I'm like, I'm not spamming the chat, I'm sending lyrics.
F off, Me6. Gosh.
Yeah, so anyway, you guys can find it in there. It's it's a long time ago. Yeah, and I see, now I gotta find the lyrics. Okay, I'm gonna look.
I know, now I'm super curious.
Yeah, it was really good too. I like sang it to my boyfriend, and he just looked at me like I was crazy because it kind of sounded a little crazy. Let's see. So if any of you, here's some pro tips. If you don't know how to find stuff in Discord, you go to the search thing. I know it was in channel. I'm choosing in channel. It was in Off Topic. And I'm going to search the word cake because that should help me.
That should do it.
Oh, God. Lots of people apparently talk about cake in Off Topic.
Oh. Wonder what kind of cake. Kind of curious now.
Okay, here we go. I found it. Oh, it was about tikis. That's right.
Oh!
So it was, I want a tiki with a short green grass skirt. I want a tiki with a cool looking mask. I want a tiki with a spear that cuts and eyes that burn through you fast. I want a tiki with a cool name and a low print rate.
A low print rate. That is incredible.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Solid.
I was pretty happy with that one. That was my favorite line of the whole thing.
Lyricist, you can also add to your resume. Thank you very much.
Okay, no, it took me like an hour to do that, so it's not like it was not like it just came out. I'm not Leppy. Leppy has that good.
Leppy.
But I'm not Leppy.
Oh my gosh. It would be so awesome if we could have Leppy on.
Yes, I agree.
We would definitely be reaching out to you, Leppy. Hopefully you will grace us with your beautiful, angelic presence.
Maybe she could help us come up with a theme song.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, I would pay good money for that. Promise.
Okay, I just got a Zoom notification, so I think we're going to do a quick intermission, and we'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Okay, sounds good. I actually might use this as a bathroom break.
Oh, good idea. we actually use this as a bathroom break. I don't know about you guys, but
It's been so good setting this like Saturday night though with everybody. This is so fun.
Yeah, I think this is a lot longer than we're probably going to go, but it's the first one. There's a lot to talk about. We've got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're just trying to give time for people to jump in and
we're constantly having to reset Zoom.
Yeah. All of our technical difficulties.
Yeah. I don't.
Oh my gosh, awesome.
Kivo, I don't know if we're gonna have Manelina on the podcast. Only real people allowed.
Wait, who?
He said Manelina.
Oh. Okay, wait. I don't think my chat. Oh, there it goes. Okay. I was like, I don't know if my chat was updating, but I would love to have Gia on.
Yes.
I'm like, that's talk about a power couple.
Yeah. Though
that,
it'll be interesting. So I've noticed with just humans, with most couples, there's an introverted one and an extroverted one usually.
Mm-hmm.
We know that Manel's the extrovert. So how shy is she?
Do we?
I mean, I think so.
No, I'm kidding. I don't know. She's always spreading the love though. And yes. I mean, she's always in the chat too. Yeah. And she kicks Manel's butt sometimes in Coin Hunt World. So
yeah. So we're going to do a section that was kind of shop talk.
Eventually.
Yeah. My original thought, so my boyfriend actually came up with this name. He said, why don't you call your podcast QBC? So I hope you guys get that reference. If you're from the UK or Canada, in the US, we, or, the El Salvador or the Philippines or Malaysia, in the US, we used to, we actually still do have this television channel that has been around for decades. I
can't believe it's still going.
It's still going. You can actually get it with like just your antenna. Like if you just have an HD antenna, you don't have cable, you can still get it. They want to sell you their stuff.
They are ready, honey.
It's called
pearls.
QVC, which stands for. Man, we should have looked that up. Anyone know what QVC stands for? But it was supposed to be a play on QVC, which is a home shopping channel. Basically, you watch, like, go ahead.
Quality, value, convenience.
There you go. It's basically like non-stop infomercials, but they're not infomercials. It's like ladies talking to the camera and taking callers and stuff, which was kind of like how I wanted our thing to go, which is why QVC was perfect. But then and
like the buy now functionality would have been great.
Yeah. And then, but also QBCs, which is kind of like a play on OpenSea and QBs. And so eventually when like the NFTs are actually on OpenSea, which there are some of them that are, the behind the scenes ones are there. But like when that's actually a marketplace that we're using, I kind of want to like talk shop about that and deals on the auction house. If anyone sees any good stuff or even wants to show their listings real time, that's cool too.
Well, see, I'm like, are we going to be allowed to do that? I don't want to get anybody in trouble or like,
well, but why
make them look like they're.
I don't see why we'd get in trouble.
Because if it looks like people are bidding on their item just because it's theirs, or I don't. Oh, but I need some clarity. Matter. I need some clarity on these rules that they have for the auction house.
That's not a key transfer. That's just someone wanting to help someone else out by bidding what they will pay on something, I think.
Okay, good. I hope they keep it like that. I don't want anybody to get in trouble for like spending, because like the other thing I was thinking about too, sorry not to get off topic, but remember how we were doing like contests and stuff? I've like transferred keys to people for like winning contests. I just don't want people to get in trouble for that kind of thing,
Well, I think transferring keys for winning contests is still not allowed. But I think they said that they're looking at other ways to do things. So hopefully they give us a new way to do stuff.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it if it gets rid of all of the
Yeah.
shenanigans.
Yes. But no, I mean, I don't see anything. I mean, we have a show your listing channel in, is that in the community server? Yeah, but this isn't any different. It's a community thing. But you can do it like live on a super popular and entertaining stream.
With many viewers. We're in the double digits, yeah.
Yeah, no, actually we're at 5.
Oh man, we lost everybody on our bathroom break.
Yeah. And then also like Cuckoo Puffs and I had talked about merch since last August. I actually started a shop that I haven't been able to open because I was supposed to get a licensing agreement last August. And then then they talked about actually giving out merch licenses. They were going to do 5, and a bunch of us got our contracts like much later, and the contracts weren't anything any of us were willing to sign. And so no one has a merch license yet. But once we do have stuff like that, then I kind of want to like showcase people's creative things that they've made on the shop. So whether that means buying them and then holding them up and being like, hey, check this cool thing out, you know, or just like sharing a listing and say like, hey, go support these people. They're making cool stuff. But yeah, so that's going to be our QBC section once there's actually something to do with that. But if you want to show your listing, just let us know and we will talk about it. Let's see. Yeah. William thinks we'll be fine with the show your listing. I agree. I think.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. The stuffed animals from the UK are sick. Yes, I totally agree. Also, the coin keychains, yes, those are pretty sick too. And then I know
those are awesome. Okay, Kevo, your beanies. I'm sorry, the toques.
Oh yeah.
Those are super awesome that Mama Strings is making, and all of the pins.
Actually, Kevo, I kind of remember this scarf that we talked about that had cubies on it. And it's not winter anymore, but I haven't seen anything about it. So I'm still interested. I will still buy that scarf. I totally will. So if Mama Strings
is up for it.
Yeah, if she gets around to making a scarf, I know at least I think they're easier than toques. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I've knit a scarf before. It didn't have a pattern to it. It was just a like, you know. It was a long piece of knitting.
Yeah. But, how long did it take you to knit? I've like been kind of curious about knitting. I'd be down to knit some QB scarves.
I mean, I use pretty thick like yarn, so it didn't take me very long.
Okay. That's the trick.
Yeah, but I don't know that you could do that with the QBs unless you like put QB pins on it or something. Then you could do that. Like the one that Kevin and I talked about actually had like all of the basic color QBs on it.
Yeah, like that made up the
and cool. Like the fringe on the end was all the fringe of the different color QBs. It was really cute.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Well, he said he got upset about the pins. Why, Kevo?
Did you get in trouble for them? I can't imagine.
Oh, he said he got upset.
Yeah, no, I know. I saw. Oh, because Hunter's Lodge. Yeah, I mean, I get that. That makes sense. I don't blame you, but I won't tell anyone. Well, that's a lie. I will definitely show it all on this podcast.
You're definitely gonna be bragging about it. I mean, we gonna be showing that baby off all up over our stream.
Honestly, Kevo, I wouldn't. This is not legal advice at all, but I wouldn't be worried about getting sued. I mean, I don't think they are staying on top of that stuff at all. And you'd probably be more likely to get sued if you signed the contract that they sent out. Because, it's not. So they did say that they were hiring like an intern to help with this stuff. Oh, nice, Kevo. I know you're trying to scare me. It's not going to work.
Let me send you a joke.
Yeah. What was I saying? I don't even remember. Anyway.
Oh, about Hunter's Lodge. About the licensing deal.
Yeah. Oh,
that
they
you.
hired they said they hired an intern that starts this week to help out with the merch stuff. I don't know how an intern helps out with the merch stuff because they kind of need a lawyer to help out with the merch stuff. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see.
Hopefully that'll come through for us.
Yeah. So our next section.
You got a shop like ready to go.
Yeah, I do. I do. It's all, I've got like 20 different shirts designed. I'm just like ready to do it. And I can't. Anyway. And I can't because they won't actually print the shirts until I show them a license agreement. Like, it's not that I'm afraid to. Like, the company that's doing the drop shipping for me won't do it unless I show them a merch license. So, oh well.
I mean, I guess that's good, but yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Are what going to be on Discord?
Hmm?
You mean that Kiva's talking about Discord? You mean the intern? Is the intern going to be in Discord? I don't know. Cuckoo Puffs mentioned the intern on Discord. But I just saw, and I think I saw that on Marlov's, like his wiki Twitter account that like keeps highlights updated or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I didn't even see it on Discord. I'm not on Discord that much lately. I'm walking too much. So, what do I have hookups? What hookups? Oh, yeah. I want to be a new merch person, but I mean, if you listen to the last Hunter's Lodge, I did kind of ask Cuckoo Puffs if he would hire me in a roundabout way. And he said when they hired people, they would do it from within the community. Now, all of a sudden, they have this intern, which, I mean, intern, probably not getting paid, but they didn't give us the opportunity to be an intern. So
that's true. Yeah.
So
I don't know. Maybe it's within the fam or something.
That's possible. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so the next section of this that we kind of want to do is, I called it Chit Chat with the Cheap Seats. So all 7 of you, which I'm guessing is 6 because I think one of you is you, Mama, right?
Me.
So is there anything that you guys want to talk about that, like, maybe you were listening to someone else's podcast and didn't get a chance to, like, chime in? Hey, Rain. Hey, anything you want to talk about? We're in the chit chat with the cheap seats part of our. Ooh, I've just got a Fresca.
That is not an appropriate Saturday night beverage.
I don't drink much. I'm such a.
Oh, that's good for you.
I'm such a lightweight that I have half a beer and I'm falling on my face. So
damn.
It's not really a good idea.
Okay, yeah, no. Yeah, Fresca is for the best.
Well, like, all medication does that to me.
No, I should get tipsy off that.
What?
Really?
Yeah. Like,
no, I'm kidding. Like,
wait. I think we have a little bit of lag, and we're just responding
the other day
to
where
different
they were
things
joking.
Here.
Yeah. Yes. I was watching something the other day, though, that it was some stand-up made a joke about, like, they need to put I was watching freaking Elon Musk talking about how one of his tweets was the most famous and most liked tweet on Twitter is when he tweeted that Coke needs to put cocaine back in their Coca-Cola.
I saw that, yes.
And so for whatever reason, I'm thinking in my head just like, oh, God forbid, whatever's in that Fresca you're gonna feel it. Who knows what they put in that stuff?
No, it's crazy. Like, if I take any medication, I have to take the baby dose because, like, when I had my surgery for, like, the tumor, they you know, they give you, like, a dose of Benadryl just, like, as a just general, like, just in case. They gave me a regular adult dose of Benadryl. My entire arm swelled up and, like, started burning because they did it through an IV. And my body's like, what is this adult dose of medicine? This is not okay.
Get it out. Too much.
Yeah.
You're overflowing my body.
Yeah. So, I mean, I like some craft beer. I actually loved listening to Posp's episode and like all of his craft beer recommendations because I'm a huge craft beer snob. But
Nice.
yeah, but I just don't drink it much because if I do, I'll drink like half of it and I feel like I'm wasting it, especially when it's like, I don't know, like it's
Good stuff.
Omegang or like, something that's like $5 a bottle. It's like,
Sure.
I don't want to
Yeah.
pour $2.50 down the
You don't want to
sink.
waste it.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I
some
can
of that
feel
stuff
that.
is so
Yeah.
strong. Like if Posp, if you listen to this, like imagine someone like me drinking La Fin du Monde. Oh. I will fall on my face. It's good
Two
shit though. I
sips.
love it, but I'll fall on my face.
More of a shot to take than a full beverage.
Yeah. I do love me some Moscato though. I'm a sweet drink person.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Oh wait, so if you're like super into craft beer, do you have a lot of breweries out in Oklahoma City?
Oh, yes.
Or around it?
Yes.
Oh yeah? I'm sorry, that was a dumb question then.
No, like every former abandoned warehouse is now a brewery and tap room. Every single one.
Dope.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, and they're really cool too. They're like they've got all these like games like Giant Jenga and like
Oh yeah.
what I don't
Cornhole.
understand is like Midwesterners like to call beanbag toss, they call it cornhole, which just
That's what it is. That's what it's called.
It's beanbag toss. Cornhole just sounds
No.
gross.
Cornhole. Cornhole. Yep. It's cornhole. It's cornhole forever.
Okay, well y'all call like you call this other game beer pong. It's called Beirut. I grew up, it's always been called Beirut.
That is a country.
I know.
What? I've never heard of it called that.
In Rhode Island, it's known as Beirut. Like that's what we always called it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's great.
So then when I heard people talk about beer pong, I was like, "What are you talking about?" And I saw them playing Beirut, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
And that's kind of ironic because beanbag toss is much closer to cornhole
Then
and
cornhole.
yeah, and then that's just funny. And
Yeah.
beer pong makes perfect sense for what it is, and Beirut makes
doesn't.
no sense.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I guess cornhole kind of does make sense though, because if you think about it, if they're using bags of like
Corn,
yeah, the corn kernels,
like
chicken feed.
corn pieces.
Yeah.
Kernels, yeah.
Then that makes sense. You're putting the corn in the hole. It just sounds gross. I don't like
Oh yeah. Okay, well the act is a different description.
Yeah.
So funny.
Rain says that cornhole is the original name. I mean, I believe it. I just don't like it.
Understandable. We could come up with something better.
Yeah, and Rain, I think you're from Texas anyway, right? So like you kind of have the same. Is he from Texas? I think he's from Texas.
Sure.
You kind of have the same lingo as me in Oklahoma, I think. Anyway, this was supposed to be chit chat with the cheap seats. So Kevo wanted to talk about the wall of artwork. Yes, this lovely. Okay, I can't do the mirror thing. Which way am I? I'm doing this.
Oh wait. Okay, sorry. Let me get out of the way.
Image that Kevo made for us. We kind of need to swap the QBs though, since we might not, because Zoom.
Next time we do this, we're gonna switch sides. Watch.
Yeah, Zoom obviously isn't gonna work for us because I ain't paying for premium Zoom. We'll find something else, and that might let us switch our places, and then we can be on the right side of our QBs. So we might not need to change it. Let us figure out what service we're gonna use first, and then we'll figure out what we need. And then Kevo said Fresca is the evil beverage of Mountain Dew. So it's not evil. I can't drink Mountain Dew.
My mom loves Fresca.
Mountain Dew has way too much caffeine, and if I drink any caffeine after noon, I will be up until 5 a.m, because the low medicine acceptance ability of my body. I can't drink caffeine, which is why I don't drink coffee, and I drink chai lattes.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I'm telling you, if you go a year without drinking coffee, you'll never start again. because it's disgusting. It tastes so disgusting. It's
Really?
gross. I used to love coffee.
I'm like one of those people that's like put it in an IV and just inject it into my arm.
I used to be the same way. I was actually a manager of a Dunkin' Donuts when I lived in Rhode Island, and we had in my hometown we had this coffee place called Bess Eaton, and I would every morning before school in high school I would get a tank of iced coffee, and a tank is equivalent to what Sonic. It's bigger than what Sonic calls the Route 44 size. So, you know, the Route 44 is like
what the hell is that?
It's like a 44 ounce.
The biggest cup known to man or something?
Well, yeah, the Route 44 is a 44 ounce drink.
Okay.
But the tank at
That is
Bess
a
Eaton,
lot of coffie.
Yeah, well, the tank at Bess Eaton, I think, and someone can correct me if they know, I don't know if there's any Bess Eatons even left anymore. It was a chain like Dunkin', but there were not that many.
Okay.
I want to say it was 60 ounces.
Oh my God.
But it was like, there's a lot of ice. I mean, there's a lot of
Sure.
ice. It was, you only got it as iced coffee. You never got a tank of hot coffee. It was always iced coffee.
Sure. Okay. Like water it down a little bit.
Yeah, and you'd get it, and I would get it extra. So that's extra cream, extra sugar. Or sometimes I'd get it 9 and 9, which is 9 creams, 9 sugars. Because you kind of needed that.
It was like the Starbucks before Starbucks was born.
Oh, well.
Like a 44 with a 9. How would you? Like, what's my order?
So you'd go to Bess Eaton and you'd say, I'll take a tank 9 and 9. That's tank 9 and 9.
Tank 99?
Tank
9
and 9. Yeah, so a tank, which is just the size.
Much easier than Starbucks.
Yeah, Route 44 is a Sonic thing.
Okay.
It's just most people know the Sonic Route 44 thing. But I guess that's Oklahoma because it's an Oklahoma thing. But anyway.
We have some Sonics out here, but our closest one is maybe 45 minutes away, an hour. Oh. So I've actually never been to a Sonic. But I hear they're
the very first Sonic ever is like less than an hour from me. So like it was born and bred in Oklahoma. Yeah.
That's rad.
Yeah. But anyway, so yes, I stopped drinking coffee when I had that surgery because then my body really couldn't handle the caffeine. And when I tried to drink coffee again, it was so gross. I just didn't want to touch it. So I switched to chai lattes. They have less caffeine. They taste way better. And I can make them with a powder in my coffee machine. So
yeah, no, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Works out perfect. You found your balance.
I can't drink that evil Mountain Dew because it's got way too much caffeine and way too much sugar. Like Fresca has no sugar. It's soda water.
Oh yeah, my mom loves that stuff.
Yeah, I don't drink full sugar sodas. I can't. They're too sweet.
Either. Unless, don't get me wrong, I love like a root beer float or a root beer every once in a while.
Yes,
I can get down with because that's like a specific like. It's a dessert beverage.
Yeah, or like a creamsicle float, like with orange soda. Yes, totally.
Yeah. But we don't have like soda stocked in our fridge.
Yeah, I mean, we have lots of diet soda.
Big fans of water.
And I have a soda stream. I love my soda stream.
Oh,
That's
nice.
what I use
constantly. I love carbon, bubbly stuff.
Yeah, so I go to Walmart and I get the guava Mios, you know, the little, like, the Mio stuff that you squeeze the flavoring into your water. Well, Walmart has a guava one that has, like, extra vitamin B or whatever in it. But the guava tastes so freaking good. What? So I just drink guava soda.
I've never seen a guava one out here. Oh, that sounds so good.
It's the Great Value brand. That's the only brand that makes it, is the Walmart Great Value brand.
Okay. Wait, so it's like a type of Mio, but not exactly like an off.
It's not Mio. It's the Great Value knockoff of it. It's
got you. Yeah.
Oh my God. Dope. But Mio makes an orange vanilla one that tastes like creamsicle.
Oh, that one I haven't tried either.
Yeah,
I've had the orange. I think that's what it's called.
I'm not
just orange,
but I like the orange vanilla. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Kevo has a soda stream as well.
Oh yeah, it's the best thing.
And W.R. Willem says the 9x9. Some call that the Gretzky up here in Canada.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I also hate replacing the SodaStream canisters, but we have a really easy swap out in Target. You just walk into Target and you leave one and you take one. It's pretty nice.
Oh, what? That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you have to pay for that?
Well, yeah.
Or is it like a... Oh, okay. I'm like, or is it like a recycling program or what?
No, well,
I have no idea.
so they have the CO2
Sort
containers, right? Like if you
Oh, that's what, okay.
Yeah.
So it's really for the CO2.
Yeah, if you buy them, they're like $30. But if you swap with your canister for a full canister, it's like $15.
Got it.
And so you just leave yours, take
awesome.
one. Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh,
we're
Marvin's house, we might need to get a
Mountain
SodaStream.
Dew evil QB. That's funny.
Incoming.
Yeah. You know, I messaged Coin Demon about the SodaStream because he had mentioned in one of the podcasts, like in his podcast, I think it was Coin Demon, either that or it was Worm, because I haven't seen them physically.
Hard to tell their voices apart. Yeah.
I mean, I know their voices, but then I forget which was which because I don't have a face to put with it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I messaged one of them. I don't know, because one of them was asking about a SodaStream and was thinking about getting it. Because did you hear them talk about the static QB?
Oh my God, yes.
I was like, we need to have SodaStream brand, like have a SodaStream
like
branded static QB for bubbly water. And
oh my God.
Also, like dual branded with Bubbly, because Bubbly and SodaStream are doing like this dual like partnership thing where Bubbly now makes all of the SodaStream flavorings. Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
What a smart partnership. That's a good merge right there.
Right. So we just need the SodaStream Bubbly QB. We can get like a grapefruit QB and like, so we have like different flavors of static QBs, right?
Static QBs. I love this.
Yeah. Yeah, we can have a lemon lime static QB. And then like the grapefruit static QB, and then like the black cherry static
mango,
QB.
black cherry.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
We need to make this happen. Oh yeah, what's everybody's ideas for QBs? What do we think the next, like, what's the next thing that's going to be in Coin Hunt World, everybody? Like, what are we waiting for? What's coming next?
I think sushi
going to be the next QB. Don't we have like a rare... You think sushi stuff?
Yeah, because
I like that.
Cuckoo Buffs talked about like some collab with some sushi chain, right?
Yep. Oh, we'll be the first to check it out. That's for sure.
I actually I had sushi for dinner tonight.
Yum.
I ate a QB, I guess. So maybe a randomizer one where it's like different types of rolls.
That would be dope.
Like
I love that.
Yeah. That might be fun.
Ooh.
And they're random based on like they add different things, like this one's got avocado and this one's got yellowtail, and like, you know, and like that's the randomizer, is like what the random ingredient is. And they're like a cube shaped like rice sushi thing.
Oh, or little,
with the ingredients in it in a line.
Right? Or like as the eyes, like the cucumbers.
Oh yeah.
Like at the top, and then
you know.
Cute. Oh man. Yeah. But they can make up some cool ideas. Or I could picture like a little salmon with the rice at the bottom. What do they call those? Why can't I think?
The nigiri? Or the sashimi? So. Or sashimi is just slices.
Yeah, it's just slices, but I'm just reading what Marvin's house. But anyways, yeah, little salmon one. They've made like really cute animated sushi things, so I'm hopeful of this. And we could bring back chopsticks as resource.
Yes. Yeah.
What else? It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, Kivo, you're
Is something supposed to drop in the shop after, or was it? Am I thinking Tiki's? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, he was talking about how the anniversary event is a wild card. I don't think they're gonna do. I don't know. I wonder if we're even going to have QBs for the anniversary event. I can't think of what they would do.
What are they gonna do for it? Yeah.
I don't know.
Like another what?
Ooh,
Do you
I like
think that they would?
Rainstorm's idea. A QB covered in question marks. He says that would once a week after completing a buddy quest clone the buddy's QB for a day. That's kind of fun. That would
Cool.
be really hard to code, though. I can't imagine them somehow building that into the game.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good point.
Yeah. So
that would be super cool. I like that, like, random kind of Riddler.
I almost forgot that, like, 5 minutes ago I closed the Zoom notification that we have to reset. So we should do it soon before we lose it. So yeah, okay, we're gonna have an intermission and we will be back very, very shortly. Okay, we're back.
I live for this running joke, but BRB bathroom break.
Oh. Yeah. I don't know, Rainstorm. I think that would be really hard to code. I don't think that they could. I don't know. That's just a tough one. It's a really tough one. The buddy quest thing he was talking about. I mean, it'd be cool.
Yeah. I do like the idea though of like the question mark, like the for real, like it, you know, kind of randomizer until I don't know. Wouldn't it be cool if you have like a blueprint that was like a randomizer per se, in that, you know, the QB that you print obviously it would be different, but like what if it was based off like a certain goal that you completed, or you know what I mean? Like I like going around that idea. If you can, like, if you did the sushi one, you'd get a sushi QB. If you did and they're all like different kinds of foods, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, if you go and eat the giant steak in Texas, you get
burger spot, you get a burger QB.
Yeah.
A cow QB.
Yeah. Oh, I so want
that's what you're eating, people.
QB.
No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
I need a cow QB.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
I know your QB is so cute.
Thanks. I like it.
Love it.
It looks just like me, except I'm not green. he actually perfectly copied my Oakleys. Like, I wear those Oakleys when I go hunting.
Literally what you look like when you're hunting. Do you have a cow print shirt that you could wear if you wanted to dress up as your QB for Halloween?
I don't have a cow print shirt just because white is not really my thing, but I do have a cow print tattoo. So.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. It's on my right ankle. It's the outline of the state of Oklahoma filled in with cow print.
Oh my gosh, that's such a cool. That's a cool tattoo. Like it.
It was like I love Oklahoma and cows so much. I just have to put them together in a tattoo. Also,
it's perfect.
Yeah, my tattoo artist, like, he had a minimum that, like, you have to do the minimum, and I got like 3 tattoos that day, and they just in order to meet the minimum. So that was one of them.
That's a good problem to have, I suppose.
Yeah. He's really quick.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Rainstorm said cow QBs could be for visiting all the burger places in a certain radius. Yeah, exactly. I think that would be cool.
Wait, Kivo says he's going to get me a
like
Korkio
quest
QB
goals,
2.0.
but for QBs.
What's Korkio QB 2.0?
Oh yeah, I didn't get to tell you this yet. He's just gonna update it to like his the format that he's currently using. So the QBIs, you know how in Marvin QB he's got like just a little more defined in 3D.
Okay, cool.
Incoming soon, yeah.
You
he told me
don't have
earlier.
to. I'm perfectly happy with mine, but if you want to, I'm not going to complain. So, yeah. We
love all of the art you put out, Kibo.
Yes, yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Rainstorm, I kind of feel like getting a cow QB for visiting a burger place is kind of the opposite of how it's supposed to work. But you missed the part of the conversation where, like, I'm on the board of a vegan animal rescue that rescues farm animals. So not that
Yeah,
I'm
I'm like,
vegan,
well,
because I do
just
eat
to
meat,
remind everybody
but
that they're eating animals.
like, oh, this is what
I
you
would
just
prefer
ate.
just like a burger QB would be fine with me. Go
Yeah.
visit a farm and get some like like the animal rescues that you are on the board for. If you go there, you can get volunteer an hour and get your cow QB.
Dude, like we would do that in a heartbeat. Like the rescue would be totally
So rad.
down, and I would totally bring that up to Cuckoo Puffs and Illusion Weaver, except I know that they're looking for bigger things right now. So
Yeah.
but yeah,
I get it. Well, they need I get it.
we
The
need
revenue. The
volunteers, but
revenue stream.
also volunteers for like handicapped vegan animal rescue. Kind of like you have to be trained, and you have to go to like a week's worth of training before you. So it's kind. I mean, yeah, if you want to come to the training and then do an hour and then you get a QB, cool. But it's very special, like
I'm down.
medical care for most of the animals. But yeah, so
Oh, that's so awesome.
yeah.
How often do you get to go out there? Like,
Oh.
I know you've got a slammed busy schedule, but
Not enough. I was supposed to go out there sometime like I actually messaged the founder the other day because we got to finish up the tax return. I was like, hey, why don't we like get together, like have dinner, and we can go over the stuff. And then like my boyfriend had to have dental surgery, so he's like, there's no way I can go there on antibiotics and not like drink the alcohol because you're on a farm, you drink alcohol in a mason jar. That's just how you do it. So
I love that.
yeah. Yeah, so we just haven't gotten around to it, but hopefully very soon. It's been a couple months, honestly. It makes me sad.
Yeah.
But the weather here has been, I mean, the winter weather was really bad, so going anywhere like that was totally out of the question.
Yeah, and like staying outside for long periods of time.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is what you want to do when you're on the farm. Like you want to hang out on the porch and it's the craziest thing. You can so there's a section of the farm we call Goat Mountain. It's kind of just like this rock outcropping where we've got all the goats penned in. And you can just like yell towards Goat Mountain. You just go, "Hey, goats." And they all bleat back at you at the same time.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I've got video of it. I'll have to show you guys, but it's
Oh, yes, please.
Yes, it's
That's pretty awesome. That right there would make it worth it.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
That is so cool.
The weird thing though, like everyone knows how much I love cows, yet somehow I got a goat named after me there instead of a cow. And the goat has already since died because it's been a couple of years. But like, it's like goats are like my least favorite animal on the farm. I mean, maybe like chickens are my least favorite animal, but like goats, they're assholes.
A goat? Are they?
Yes.
I mean, yeah. Who wouldn't want a cow to be named after them, dude? I mean,
goats are like 2 to 3 year olds with horns.
Just a bunch of toddlers running around with weapons on their heads.
Yes. Yeah. That also at the same time can't speak English. So
yeah. Can't use their words at all.
Yeah. So, Stefan, I believe CAG put something in off topic telling you how to change your name if you wanted to do that. It was at this point a couple of hours ago.
I've been streaming. Oh man.
Yeah.
It's late for you over there. I'm sorry.
It's 11. And my boyfriend's probably pissed he can't get in bed. So we should probably yeah, goats are jerks. Yeah. Yeah, we should probably close it up. So one of the things we wanted to do was always end on a positive note. If any of you remember, and I know the video doesn't exist anymore, so I can't show you, unfortunately, but Zach and I did a live stream called Coin Hunt Wins, where people sent us like their positive life impact stories about how Coin Hunt World has like made their lives better in some way. And I read them to Zach on this live stream, and then he gave away keys for his favorite ones. And I thought he was going to give away keys to like one, maybe a runner up. He gave away like keys to like 10 people that night.
He's so cool.
Yeah. So we feel like that was like a really good idea, but then no one, like, it hasn't happened anywhere else. Like, no one's kind of taken that on and run with it. So yeah, we kind of want to share all the positive stuff. So I have a positive life impact story. Some of you may have seen that I was out zombie key hunting one morning with my boyfriend. The one time he agreed to zombie key hunt, and we had gotten to like the 5th key of like 150 keys on this loop. The 5th one, which happened to be behind a Chuck E. Cheese, like in a parking lot. And there was this dog laying in a puddle in this parking lot. It was, mind you, like 5:30 in the morning, maybe 6 in the morning. And so it was still pitch black out, and it had just rained. It was kind of chilly. It was like September or October. So I get out of the car and I like call her over, and she immediately comes over. She's filthy, like she's just really wet, but she was so well behaved. Like she seemed obviously well trained. She had a harness on her and with a leash, and like I was like, okay, she just broke free. Like maybe it was a storm or something, and she like got scared and broke free. So we got her in the car. We immediately went home. I waited until the vet opened up, brought her to get scanned. The microchip went back to the local, like the city shelter.
Rescue? Yeah.
Well, yeah. And they, so we took her there, and they pulled up her file. She had been in and out of that shelter 5 times. And I thought when I found her, she was like maybe 3, based on like her teeth and, her size and her, energy. She was like at least 7. But she was really well cared for, like great teeth, like well-trimmed nails, like freshly groomed, like you could tell her coat was really shiny, even though it was wet from being in the puddle. Like she was fed well,
eating well. Yeah.
And so they gave us the contact info from the last person that had adopted her, and that person lived like 45 minutes away from us. So I was like, that seems a little weird. We contacted them. They never got back to us. I posted stuff on Facebook. I posted stuff in the Nextdoor app, like everywhere, trying to find her owners. No one ever came forward. My boyfriend fell in love with her, so we kept her. We named her Sephi. She's named after this character in a book series. It's like a sci-fi fantasy series that like we both absolutely love. He loves it enough that he's got a tattoo for it on his leg. But it's called Red Rising, and Sephi is this large, dark, kind of subset of human. She's a queen. Her name is Sephi the Quiet. But Sephi the dog is actually like large. She's like 90 something pounds. And we thought she was quiet. Turns out we named her quite poorly. She is not quiet at all. She was like, really
right when she got comfortable, she found her voice.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but I kind of now know why she was in and out of the shelter so much. Like she has some serious neurotic tendencies. Like she has dug holes to china in our yard days after we have filled them in. So you can't walk in our backyard without like breaking your ankle. She will sit outside and just bark nonstop for no reason.
Nothing.
At nothing. She just sits there, and she'll just sit there and she'll go like bark bark. Like
Oh.
almost like a freaking metronome.
Yeah. Like
You know?
She knows exactly what she's doing.
Yeah. And it's for no reason. And then at one point, last winter, she started stealing my shoes and burying them in the backyard. And she wouldn't just take one; she would take both of them. And it was only my shoes. It wasn't even like no one else's shoes.
You're not going anywhere, Mom.
Yeah. And then she started fighting with my other dogs. And so I've got 3 other dogs. We have Brewski, who's the pit bull, Sandy, who is a German Shepherd lab mix, and Salty, who is a Bichon mix. Salty joined the family from my boyfriend's family, but the other 2 were mine for a while. They're all older. They're all like 10 years old, so they're quieter. They're slower, you know. Well, Seffi gets very jealous if you're not paying all your attention to her. She has put some holes in my pit bull.
Oh no!
Yeah, a couple of times I had to take him to the vet because I was worried his eye got scratched because he had a scratch right below his eye that drew blood, and I was, you know, I didn't know if it grazed his eye, and so I was, yeah. If it were me, my boyfriend decided he was adopting her, and so he took on the expenses. She is his dog. If it were my dog, I would have brought her to a training school or something. And it's crazy. She's well trained. She knows everything, like sit, stay, come here, go lay down. Like she knows all the things, and it almost seems like she should be a service dog but doesn't have enough responsibility, so she acts out. She's like a kid that is like not
needs
challenged
structure
in school.
Yeah.
So it's just
it needs challenge. That's a good. That's
like to be honest, like she would be perfect as a homeless person's dog, someone that she needs to watch out for on a regular basis, that she needs to stand beside them all the time and protect, you know, like and someone that like she would like take care of and mind them and pay like listen to them and do things that they ask. Like she's extremely
fully
smart.
Involved.
Yeah. And she needs 24/7 work, and that would be perfect, but I mean, I'm not going to put her on the streets. That's not going to happen.
No.
So, and she is completely gorgeous. She is wonderful. She is insanely athletic. She is so fast. And she is so loud. She's definitely the loudest dog I've ever, like her bark is ferocious. But she's also neurotic. So
Pearl can also be a little neurotic too, so I can feel you on that. She's just picks on Marvin sometimes, and Marvin's just minding his own business.
Yeah. Well, Brewski too. I mean, Brewski was a fighter. He actually broke free from the fighting ring that he was in, and ended up in my backyard asking for food. Like he just showed up in my backyard one day.
Babe.
Yeah. So he has his things, but he is like my soul. Like he is my soulmate for sure. Like he is my buddy.
Yeah, that's Marvin for me. I can feel that.
So, okay, so that is my positive
Hi,
note.
everybody.
We rescued a dog. And then I saw someone rescued a cat. Something tells me it was like Beardy, but maybe it wasn't Beardy.
We'll have to put it out.
I think it was a Canadian, or something tells me Canada or Northwest. Someone rescued a cat. I just don't remember who it was. No, it wasn't Beardy. Beardy has a dog that looks just like Seffi. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
His dog looks exactly like Seffi. Like they are mirror images of each other. That's why I was thinking Beardy. But yeah. So
his dog is very cute. I know, I'm so bummed that this week was just too busy. I always get bummed when I miss the tour contest when they're for pets, because Marvin and his face, everybody needs to see it.
Yeah. Sephi actually won me a Twitter contest once. The only time I ever won one.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Beautiful girl.
But I also don't play them anymore, so that's why I don't win them. You can't win if you don't play.
Yep. This is true. If you don't take pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of cat talking off topic already. There's pictures of cats. I just scrolled up like 2 comments.
Really?
No, Apollo's cat. I don't know if that's the cat you're talking about, but there's cats.
I don't know. So, I mean, someone said that they rescued a cat. They shared that story. So, I don't know. Maybe someone will let us know who it was.
Awesome. Yeah, guys, let us know who you are so we can cover you in next week's happy ending.
So, hopefully you guys enjoyed our stream. It went on way longer than we expected, but I think that allowed people to come and go as they pleased too. So,
yeah. They won't
Kevin,
be this
you
long
stayed
probably
here the
in the
whole
future.
time. You were awesome, and I love you.
With plenty of bathroom breaks.
Yeah.
I know. Thank you everybody for joining us. Seriously.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Our plan is to do
We're going to try to do this every Saturday.
Yeah. Which is, it's like maybe around 6 p.m. Pacific, which is like 9 p.m. Eastern, something like that. And we might, like, if there's a special reason to do, like, I don't know, like maybe an event or something going on that we just want to chat, and we'll just do it and invite you guys. Yeah. And if you have any suggestions or comments, if you want to tell us we're ugly or whatever, just send us a message.
We'll take them all with grace.
Yeah.
Also send us your walking songs, if you've got any killer songs for the week that you've been enjoying while hitting your walking quest goals. And if you're looking for some accountability in your walking quest goals, hit us up.
Yeah, so we will help keep you accountable. Send us your goals, send us your progress. If you need walking songs, feel free to look up our playlist on Spotify. And I think it was something like 45 songs or something on there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, something like that. I may have added a few more this afternoon.
Oh, did you? The second half is pretty much 115 to 120 beats per minute, because I only added stuff if it fit my gait, and I haven't listened to the first half yet, so I can't tell you. But
yeah, mine is definitely not to a gait, so because my gait changes depending on puppies. Where we are in our walk. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sure people want to listen on their walks.
If you are a lady, or if you know of a lady that would like to be a guest, let us know. And Minelina doesn't count, sorry. Though, I have to say, Trash Tube, Crash Man, when he did the Miss Piggy thing with the wig, I feel like that counts. Like, I feel like we could have
Can we
Miss
invite
Piggy
him on? I think we should do that. I think that we should definitely do that. That's a great idea.
I totally love Annalite Gleam, and so if she wants to be on, I think that would be cool too.
Yeah, the first person to ever open a white vault in the United States also. Like, honor.
Yeah. So, okay.
So cool.
Wait, did Marvin's House say he'd be listening to Tool? I couldn't find any Tool songs that fit my my gait, though I do listen to a lot of Tool, so.
Maybe we'll try to find something.
Yeah.
That fits. Well, okay, so how really quick before we end, how do you find out what your BPM is for your gait?
So find a song that fits you perfectly, and then just look Google what its BPM is. Okay.
Yeah. Easy enough.
So you can do like a range, because like if it's a little slow, I add like a little hop to my walk and make my gait tad bit longer so that way it fits if it's a good enough song. Like
Okay.
there's one song on that list.
And a long.
Loca by Shakira is one that I have to add a little hop to, but it's totally worth it because it's an awesome song. It's so much fun. Yeah, I kind of love Shakira. I used to want to be Shakira.
Who doesn't want to still be Shakira? She's a goddess.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Totally. I will give you a heads up if you decide to listen to our walking podcast. I've added a lot of Latin songs because I love Latin music, and it is awesome for walking. Like it's got just the perfect groove that makes you just keep walking fast. So, yeah. It'll also help out with those glutes. So.
Oh, true. And it just, spice things up a little bit.
Yeah. Spicy walk.
Mm-hmm. Spicy walk.
All right, guys.
All right, everybody.
I think we're good.
Yeah. I think we crushed it.
Yay. Okay.
Thanks, everybody, for joining.
I guess we will see you next week.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.